Good morning and welcome to another episode of New To Mythics Live. I do have guests. I just wanted to take a second before I welcomed everyone out. 2 weeks ago, I didn't have a show. I had some issues, and I got kind of not put in, but I was kind of like down, kind of in a dark mood. And I was like, I am not in the state of mind to have a show. So I posted that no show today, guys. I'm canceling the show, but I totally forgot to cancel the live. So I'm looking at the chats and I totally forgot. It's like, hey, where's Schmerbs? What's going on? Where's the show? So for people that were here 2 weeks ago, I apologize. I didn't even think about it. Like I said, I was kind of down in the dumps and not feeling it, not feeling that excitement of doing a show. So I canceled it. But anyways, I was just going to say real quick that I adore this community. And when you're happy and when you're sharing toys and thoughts and ideas, it's great to have the community around you and share things with them. It just makes collecting more fun. But I say also, when you're not feeling good or when you're feeling a little bit down, like I was a few weeks ago, the community also is there. You know what I mean? So my thought is to reach out to friends in the community. My good buddy Brett suggested that I step away from social media for, he said forever, but, I was like, maybe a week, maybe 5 days. And that really did help because I just felt like I was there was too much going on and I just wanted to focus on getting right. But so that was good advice. And I thank Brett for that. But anyways, I'm just saying, the community our community is so wonderful. And I think that they are there for you. So reach out to people in the community and they will definitely help lift you up. That's all I have to say about that. So I'm going to bring on our guests. Anyways, thank you guys in the chat for people that were here 2 weeks ago. Thank you for supporting and being there. And thank you. Hopefully you come back today. Anyways, so I've got Heinrich today. We've got my buddy Paul Zach. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've got Omar, my buddy Omar. Another buddy, Brendan Higgins. My brother, Brett. How we doing, Brett?
Good. How's it going?
And Cosmic Jeff.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello.
We also, Christopher Rohn is going to drop by. He's on the West Coast. And so he said that he will stop by. He might be sleeping. He said he set an alarm, but apparently it's not working. So no worries on that.
Let me send him a DM real quick.
No, I don't want to.
It's 6:15 after the time change. Just
yeah, I'll let him rest. If he makes it on, he makes it on. If not,
light up his phone. Light up his phone.
We'll give him an hour.
I saw it on Facebook, or maybe it was just Heinrich that posted it, but I did want to because it kind of aligns with what I was talking about a little bit. This little thing here. Heinrich, if you want to paraphrase or read it, you can.
Yeah, this was posted in the group that I belong to called The Pit, which is a G.I. Joe focus, classified focus, but it's not G.I. Joe only. The guy who runs is a great guy, Jeremy Kimberlin, and he's kind of, I don't want to say he's emulating the Cabal. I don't want to say that. But he's running a group that is, again, lots of positive. Let's share stuff. It's not Joe's only. And this was posted this morning. I'll read a little bit of it, first 3 paragraphs, and what collecting means to us. In the Ross Con group, there was a guy that joined about a month ago. He was really excited about the retro Joes that were showing up at Ross. He told the group that he was disabled and can't get to Ross very often, and asked if people could help him out getting the Joes, and he'd pay them, of course, and several people helped him out. One of the group members posted earlier this week that the guy's roommate reached out to him and told him the guy had passed away, but that he was happy and excited in his final weeks because of the people in the toy community. And that kind of hit hard for me, like when I was reading that this morning, because the last few weeks, your life is filled with joy toys, and because people helped you out. And there's a lot of people that I've met in this group, I've met in the cabal, I've met in local groups. I've helped them out, they've helped me out, and some of those are now relationships are beyond toys.
Right.
And, I people have reached out to me. I've reached out to them when they've been going through some tough times, and I want to continue to do that. I've been inspired by people in the community to do that. It's made me a better person. And I know, there are things that happen in life. There's things that are, we try to keep private, or maybe it's, we're afraid to talk about it. But I thought this was amazing because this gentleman goes on to talk about how, he's gone through some tough times, and toy collecting and the people in the community have helped him as well. But this kind of hit home. And this is why I do enjoy coming on New to Mythics. That's why I enjoy going to Legion's Con, Maryland Toy Expo. And hopefully I'll be able to go to ZoloCon and maybe CarverCon, just because it's the people. The people are awesome. They're amazing. And that's what it's all about.
I agree. I love my friends, and wouldn't want to do it without them. This community is my favorite place, man. Really, literally changed my life. So anyways, not to get too serious. Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to explain what happened 2 weeks ago and just say sorry that I was not here, and let's get on with the show.
Yeah.
Unless anyone wants to say anything. If anyone wants to say anything about our community or anything else. No, we're good. Okay. Good morning.
I was going to say we have a great community. That was all.
We do, man. We do, for sure. And like Heinrich said, it's like it's surpassed just
it's like family. It's like family.
Yeah, associates that collect toys. It's like, no, these are my brothers and sisters.
I think ZoloCon last week was a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
I've seen people in other communities, shake hands, but when we get together, we hug. So there's something.
Hug the shit out of each other. Absolutely. And that's why I drive so damn far. You know what I mean? I gripe and complain, but like seeing Brett at the end of that 12-hour, you know what I mean? And it's like we've seen each other last week or something. Like, it's like we just instantly are best bros again, and just that feeling of being amongst your people is like so it's always worth. People like, is it worth the trip? I'm like, hell yeah, because I get to see all my friends, hanging out with Paul Zach the other 2 weeks ago, and it was just fun, and seeing Omar and Brendan again, and it was just a blast. So it's always worth the trip if you can do it. Don't put yourself out, but if you can make it to one of these cons that all of our people or community goes to, it's definitely worth it. It's going to be a good time for sure.
Definitely. Don't speed.
Yes, slow the hell down. Don't go in construction zones like
you were happy even after you got a ticket. You were happy to be there.
Oh man, I mean, I had a trunk full of toys, so I was very happy, man. I just needed to get home and apply some heat. Anyways, so let's say hi to the people in this chat, not last 2 weeks ago's chat, which I still feel terrible about. It's like, no word from Smurf. Where is he? No show. It hurts my feelings to see that. So I'm sorry, guys, that the people that were waiting, wondering what the hell is going on. I forgot to turn off the chat. I should have put a statement in there like no show, and I forgot. So that's on me. Anyhow, let's say hi. Oh, New to Mythics. Good morning, friends.
Second.
Yeah, who's that guy? William Houston. Good morning, Greg, sir. Good morning to you, sir. I will see you in about 12 days, 2 weeks, at Muskie Con. People keep telling me Muskie Con.
Can you say Muskegon?
No, Muskegon. Muskegon? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many hours is that for you?
For me, it's like an hour and a half, which is wonderful. I wish
nothing.
all the shows were that close or closer.
This is one. Greg and I are trading places on this one.
Yes.
How many hours is it for you
you're
then?
coming to me, Brett. You're coming to me, buddy.
11.
Oof.
And then you're going to Toylanta like that following week, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you just going direct there, Brett, or are you just you're gonna make a pit stop at home, pick up some clean clothes, and then go?
I'd change my underwear for the boys down south, but that's about it.
Bring them by the house. We'll wash them. They might get mixed up in my underoos, but it's okay, right?
I think I'll pass.
Okay. Soft pass, hard pass. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't mix men's underwear like that. Watch. That's not.
I got a 30-day supply at home. I'm good.
We're all friends. Come on. We got Chad from Newfoundland. My friend Chad. How are you, sir? He will
Hey,
be,
Chad. I hope it's warm. I hope it's warmed up, Chad. Those negative 36 degrees centigrade looked cold, man. Celsius looked cold.
He's going.
Are we going to debate whether it's fog and fantasy or fog and Fantasia?
I think it's fantasy, but
I know it's fantasy, but
who is it that was saying Fantasia? Somebody.
I don't know, but I just wanted to read through my computer.
It was me.
Okay.
Can you not spell for the
fantasy?
Fantasia. That's what I said.
Mr. C has an update for Brett, and we all want to see what it is. We want to share in that. We want to be part of that.
What's he building for you, Brett?
Some dioramas.
Oh,
Sweet.
Plural. I was happy with one. Brett is like, I'll take 5. We got Jen, Lucky
definitely
Sprinkles.
does nice work.
Hi, Jen.
He does. Amazing. He did that tavern, and I claimed it, and man, I'm not ready for that amazing dio. I got to clear, just like the dragon. I got to clear a beautiful spot for that diorama. Got a good update, good progress update for Brett. Very exciting. Paul Morales. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Paul.
We got Dub in the house. Dub, didn't you just win something? You won something last night. Congrats on that. I think it was a Grim or something.
He's going to get a horseman tattoo on the other side of his head.
Yeah.
I was talking to CB. I'm getting 4 horseman tattoos next year if they do it.
Oh, I would. My wife might be like, "Where's my name, you motherfucker? You need to put my name on there first."
Nova might be upset too.
Yeah, Nova too. Right? Nova's like, "Daddy, put my name on your body first." Ryan Clark. Good morning. Good
Morning, sir.
Mrs. C says, best community out there. I totally agree, man. J Mac in the house. Good morning, friends. Jay, are you going to be at MuskyCon? I will see you there, hopefully.
He's always there.
Mike's
my
man.
Oh, Michael.
He says, hi. I'm getting ready to open his figure today, man. I can't wait.
How many more days, Michael?
I did. And I got to tell you what, I need a video.
He's fussy. He's a little fussy.
Just make sure I put on his outfit correctly. The Emir. We'll see it later. I probably didn't do it correctly, but
I thought that was really easy.
Mike,
I needed help. I needed some help for that.
Atlas was the one that people needed an instruction booklet.
Jay Waters, man, that cape that he
Jay had his. It looked like he had roadkill.
Yeah, it looked like
back,
dead animal like attached to that. I'm like, bro, what's going on back there?
That was funny.
No, I did not miss the off ramp. I was running a little behind. Oh, William, you picked me up too, buddy. I can't wait to see that smiling face, man. We're gonna have a beverage, an adult beverage, at MuskyCon, man, and hang out. That'd be awesome. Kwasagwe in the house.
Yeah,
you working today?
Bill last year.
Oh yeah, some awesome people up there. I agree. Morning. Good morning. Let's see. Brendan, Kwasagwe, and real community. I have people in my house many of times. Doors are open to you guys. Yeah, for sure. I love that G has like gatherings. I kind of live vicariously through that, and wish that I could do the same. I wish I was in
you
that
move
area.
here, I'm throwing a party.
Oh man, it's happening, man. I'm telling you.
It's a good party. It's family, and literally, it's his family and his friends. It was Koki's father-in-law was there, and it was a blast. That was only about 3 weeks ago. We had the last one.
Yeah,
plenty of food, plenty of cheesecake. Trust me on that one.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And then you guys meet up at Chubsy's Don't you guys meet up at Chubsy's also sometimes?
Yeah,
the end of this month we're going.
Yeah.
Yep, the 29th. He's Stefan Detour is doing a show there.
Nice. Jay says, I will be there, counting down. I know, man. That the Mythic meetup, that Friday night with Pete McCarthy is a blast, man. We got Joy in the house. Where's Jay? Is Jay working hard? Jay's making that action figure money. Links for the show posted. Thank you, Heinrich. Heinrich doing the producing job there. Appreciate that. Shout out Dub wife for the homemade cheesecake. Man, a homemade cheesecake is just a special. I'll take the box. The Jello box cheesecake is delicious, but homemade is just another level.
Give me a
My-
slice of
my wife-
Juniors.
My wife makes a Bailey's cream
Ooh, okay.
cheesecake, and it's, oh my god,
I'm
it's
interested.
not the easiest one to make, so it doesn't travel well. So when you come to Virginia, Schmerbs, we'll make you one.
I'll be there. I will be there. That sounds wonderful. So let's talk some Mythic news. So there's been some updates since I've been gone. We hit the 750,
Woohoo!
and everyone, I think
Welcome.
everyone, right? I was gonna say everyone I know thought about Brett because like a few people like, yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic, a faceplate.
I actually have a screenshot of me putting it at exactly 750,000.
I totally believe that. I absolutely believe that. He's got like a ticker thing on his wall. I'm sure that has the count.
Half of that's Brett's pledge. With all
Right,
Only
yeah.
1/10. Wait, no, 1%. 1%
I'm
is
like,
mine.
Thank Brett.
1%.
I will take it. I will take credit for 1%.
That's
There you
pretty
go. But I think that's rad. I think that them adding, they know that there's some Skelly fans out there, and so that was cool. That
Oh, this
they,
whole Kickstarter's pandering to me.
I mean, it was a little bit, but there's Omar's a big Skelly guy. I've become a Skelly guy.
Me too.
So, we're,
Not in the Brett level, but I will say
right.
this.
We're in the ranks. We're in there. But
When
yeah,
a
that
reveal's
was
coming
rad.
up, I'm like going, is Brett gonna like it? That's my first
think-
thought.
Right.
I think it's fair to say no one's on the Brett level.
No, yeah, you're right. That's true. That is true. Although Jay, we've seen Jay's numbers, and you know what, Joy's never mind. Joy is watching.
Don't.
Yeah, never mind. Jay's a good supporter of
Don't
this.
rat him out.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I take that back. I walk that back. So I just checked the numbers this morning. We are at about 820, 819.
nice.
We cracked that 820.
That's just. Oh, we did already.
Yep,
God,
it's
just
over
since
820.
man, people wake up shopping. What's going on here?
Sunday.
I just checked that like an hour ago.
Oh, now it's down to 819 again. Never mind.
Okay.
Where do you think it's going to land?
Good question, man. I think we're gonna go all the way, dude. I really
Oh,
think so.
I want to see 1 million.
I was going to say $1.5 million by the time they get done.
I think
I'd like to see 2.5, but realistically, I think 1.75 is going to where we land.
1.7.
It'll break 1.5.
Yeah. And there's still like 27 days, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah.
And I think people wait until the last, and just like with the waves, people wait until the last minute and then they put their stuff in. So we might see some fluctuating. We might see some, it might lower a little bit. People like, I can't afford $1,000. But we'll see. I'm excited. I can't wait. And I'm just so happy for the Horsemen. I messaged CB like, dude, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. And I was telling the guys at ZoloCon, like, this is the raddest thing, man. You guys deserve this. It's amazing. And it's got to be validating and gratifying for them to, just see that huge, all you guys, I'm sure, were watching when, the Kickstarter went live and it just, the numbers like, brrr, I was like, whoa, that was awesome.
It's like
I
an
had told-
old-fashioned slot machine rolling around.
Mhm.
I had told my wife I guess a couple days before when they were watching the Jeremy and Eric show, and when they talked about 90 was the goal, I said, honey, they're going to reach that in like 5 minutes. There's no way that they can't reach that. And when it hit 4 minutes, I was like, okay. I'm like,
Right.
It was never doubt. Like it really wasn't. because like I was trying to do my pledge and like the numbers were going, like that speed dial thing just, and when my pledge finally went through and I was like number 124, I'm like, okay, wow, that was that's pretty darn good, right?
Yeah, I mean it rolled.
Now, could you guys imagine if it was pledge oriented for Baether, how fast that would have gotten like funded?
Totally.
That thing would have that would have like pledged in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Where
Absolutely.
do you fall in the whole 24-hour telethon thing at the end there, Greg?
What do you mean?
What time slot do you have so far?
I don't know yet. It's up to Curtis. It kind of
3 a.m.?
fluctuates. You're right. Yeah, I'm in the ugly podcaster.
The Oz hour.
The late night. Yeah.
That's Hero Legions is 1 to 3 a.m.
Oh,
Last I heard, we were 1 to 3 p.m.
Right, 1 to 3 was.
I'm sure Oz has a late night spot since his show already takes place overnights.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll post the schedule pretty soon. I don't know if he did already, but it was
They
kind
said
of
during
like,
the Your Allegiance podcast. They didn't give times, but
Okay.
I wrote down what they were saying, which each
Okay.
person's spot was, and I think you're early morning.
okay.
And
And it,
wait,
it
no,
might
maybe
change.
not early morning because it's different this time because
Yeah,
it's Friday to a Saturday night. So
I'm kind of
be my
like,
question.
whatever.
It's Saturday, right? Is it Saturday ending at like midnight?
Well,
it ends.
there's
it ends
two
in a PG
2-hour blocks after party.
Yeah.
So you get 28 hours of.
Gotcha.
that was a blast though for Baether. I had a good time, and I thought I would stay awake for all of it, and I didn't, but I had a great time. It was fun, and that the end party thing was awesome.
Yeah,
that was an experience.
It was.
I'm glad that's why I'm glad they're ending it on a Saturday.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
So I think last time I stayed up to close to 11, and it was tough the next day getting up at 5.
Yeah, that was a blast for sure. So what are you guys looking to pledge? Just give me a brief. I kind of did I think I did the box that comes with, and I should have my pledge thing screen up, but I don't. I did the box with the it's like a beginner box with the paladin.
same.
And then I did the box that had all the characters, the figures. It's kind of like an all-in adventure party kind of thing, I guess. And then Heinrich and I are trading. I didn't really want the two bad guys, so I traded Heinrich. And then I got dice, and then trying to think what else I got. I think I got another paladin or two, just because I was just like, this is awesome that they are rerunning that. That doesn't happen very often, so I'm excited and happy that they listened to us and decided to reissue or rerun that. I could hear some whiners and criers about the value.
I swear to God, I
don't want it anymore.
If they only sell 1,400 of those damn things, I'm gonna corral every single one of those little bitch punk punks and flog them with wet noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say this. I was when they first announced it, I was disappointed, but I wasn't like, okay, it's the end of days or anything. I was like, at this point, I'm just like, okay, maybe if they do something else, they'll do something else. It's not the end of the world. Like, I don't know. And then, like, I guess, was it the next day or day after when they announced it? I was like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Show, we never a doubt that this company, this group of men and women there are awesome. So, really appreciate that. And again, I never even thought about like typing anything out, going, hey, I'm just this is their show. Let them run their show. But this is fantastic, and I think we're going to see some incredible stuff coming up too. So I'm very excited about it. So I've changed my pledge like 4 times so far. So I'm doing the core 6 figures. I'm doing 2 each of the figure stands because I'm very happy that we've got some new stands. I want to support it because I'm a very, very vocal opponent of the last stand. So
Yes, you are.
I've got the. I'm getting the cleric and the one for that Schmerber and I are trading, so I'm buying those as extras. I've got a extra skeleton fighter, the druid character pack, the barbarian character pack, the ranger character pack, the heads add-on pack, 2 of the San Diego Comic-Con paladins because I think they're awesome.
They are.
And then I bought, and also 2 of the mythic monster builders, the warriors. I really like warrior.
I do too. That's a great figure.
Yeah, I never got the figure, but I traded with David Williams at Legions Con 24, and I got the head and the neck piece, and so I put him on a Krampus to make him a much larger warrior kind of monster figure. So I'm very excited about these 2 figures coming up. Varg is a nice, pretty face, but he's just not going to cut it for me.
Yeah, I think I found my initial pledge right here. So just kind of, I really like the character packs, and I think that would be fun to kind of beef up and change or give some new looks to some of your existing figures. So I ordered a few of those, and yeah, dice set, clerics, fighters. I love that they had the option for the dwarf can turn into the fighter, or the fighter into the dwarf. I think that was a cool idea. I really like that.
I'm guessing your wife never watches the show.
No. She has no idea. These are $5 figures, man. What are you talking about?
She only watches when we have a surprise present for Schmerber.
Yes, that's about the only time. Anyone else want to share their pledges?
I went to the full party because I'm in for the figures and the character packs and all that, and the accessory packs or weapons packs. I'm still debating on game stuff. I know I want the core rule book because I want the lore and all that information and stuff. Whether or not I get like all the different dice sets or any of the extra stuff, I don't know yet. Because if you get the whole adventure party, you're getting a dice set. You just got to get all figures, all 6 figures.
Absolutely. So there's how many dice sets are there in the offerings? There's 4 different. So I know there's a Necronominus one. There's the
Day and Night, which is with the figures. There's the Orange Fire, and then the 4th one is
What's that? Got them all.
Oh, 3.
There's 4. There's the pack in with the beginner box.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, right,
the
red
the
set.
basic
Blue
set.
pack in with the figures.
Yep.
The Kickstarter exclusive, and the Necro. And I'm a dice goblin, so I'm all for it.
Nice.
When it says Kickstarter exclusive, that's when I press the button. I'm like, because you wouldn't be able to get them again. So I'm like, those you got me on that. So
well, I can go and get a pair of those Liquid Core blue with orange powder, but you can't get them with a 4H logo on them ever again.
Yes.
And I do like dice. I do. Anyone else want to share their pledges or what they're? Go for it, Omar. What you got, buddy?
I got the 419 pack that has the figures and the beginner game. And then I added 6 skeletons, 3 thieves, 3 orcs, an extra 2 elves, and that's it so far, but it keeps growing. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting. I'm like, once we get closer to the end game, then I'll.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely adjust between now and March 4th. So I know mine's going to change. I just don't, I kind of mentally prepare myself. So I put a bunch of figures in there. And then when the unlocks happen, then I'll kind of switch those out or whatever. That all depends. Oh, I also got the Paladin too, the San Diego.
I think
the Paladin.
Do they have like how many have been, do they have that where they track it? Though. But is there a tracker on like what gets chosen or something? That would be
only base level pledges get tracked.
Okay.
Add-ons don't get tracked.
Okay, because I think that would be interesting to see. But I
that's
think
why I'm saying those motherfuckers better order over 1,500 of that goddamn thing.
I think
so.
it will.
After you spend all the money to go to San Diego Comic
I
Con
think
that
it
year,
will.
just to pick
I
up the
think I got
Paladin.
three.
There
Three
were
coming.
some people that weren't happy about that one, but hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is. You got to expect it. I mean, you can go and get a con exclusive, and at times you're going to be able to get it outside of the con. I mean,
We roll the dice, Omar. We roll the dice.
that's
Yeah,
it, brother.
for
That's
sure.
it.
But
As long as I get it, I could care less how I get it.
right, exactly.
You know,
When I bought the Lego Stranger Things upside down house for $179, nobody told me that in 5 years it'd be $1,000 Lego set.
Yeah, Lego jumps, man, for sure.
Oh, I had the Lego Voltron. That thing, that jumped up too.
Oh, nice.
But I think also that they will, anything left over, I think they would take it on the table, right? Like they're not going to.
Oh well, yeah. I would take that 1,500 that they've already got, and I would start selling them at shows right now. Why not?
Go.
You're doing another production run. Why not?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Bird in the hand, two in a bush, whatever.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, one per person, and get it done. Let's see here. I mean,
This Kickstarter is an amazing thing. It's just freaking amazing.
It is. I agree. Might have to wait for them to be at retail up here. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, e-collectibles and Toys Now Man, or as I like to say, Toy Snowman. They'll have them. They'll have them up there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but like, isn't your base core figures only going to be going up $5 at retail?
In the US, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And but they haven't said anything about the Paladin.
Right there with you, Trevor. Right there with you.
You got to figure
But it was so exciting, you had something that was super rare for a short time, and everyone was your friend.
$400 a night for a room like that is not a cheap con to go to at all.
Oh my God.
So anybody,
thank God I had points. I wouldn't have gone if I didn't have the points.
What's the price of tickets now for San Diego Comic-Con? Because the last time
I had to scalp them. Trevor got he got tickets. I had to scalp them. So my Saturday ticket was over $400.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the last time I went, they were only like $2 something, but that was like 10 years ago. So I figured,
my Sunday ticket was $2 something.
Yeah.
I've gone twice in my life, but it was like ancient times. It was 96 and 99. And back the first time I went, I could mail my payment in with a check and get in. And it was like maybe also had the retailer thing because I worked for a comic book store, so I could get into the retailer part that starts like I think Tuesday, Wednesday. So it allowed me to get a few things, but it's not like it is today with all the exclusives. It was like kind of just being able to hobnob, get a few things, hang out at the parties and stuff like that. But like I think I stayed at a hotel that was, I guess it was closer to the ocean, so it was like $135 a night. But that's not. I'm sure that doesn't exist anywhere close to that anymore. But
I'm lazy. I like to walk across the street.
I took the bus, and I learned the hard way too in '99. Like I got there the first, the opening day, and it took over an hour to get in the line. I was like, holy crap, this is nuts. So the next day I walked in at an hour later and boom, right in with everybody going in. So it didn't make you go back to the end of the line.
It is an experience, definitely.
And thanks, Brett, for the video too, because like I saw that video and I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to go to San Diego again.
Although George told me this past weekend that I need to go this year.
He said you need
to go.
I
was there.
Oh.
He said it multiple times. I was right there next to him. He's like, you have to go.
Spoiler alert.
Like, no. I mean, like, he's like, you have to go.
No.
You got to go. So
every time,
the San Diego Comic-Con.
No, it wasn't said that way.
So what are we thinking? Maybe a wave reveal?
It'll be a skeleton figure of some sort.
Cosmic. Everyone look at Jeff right now when we say cosmic, a cosmic wave.
No, I'm going with skeleton. Let's go with skeleton.
Go skeleton. Because
Jeff
I know
needs to recuperate.
Jeff was on the show with Jeremy, and I'm sure that Jeremy revealed to Jeff when the cosmic wave would be revealed. So he is sitting on that information, I'm sure.
I mean,
So,
keep in mind, Ox Crew Book 2 is on the water, so it's on the way here.
yes, absolutely.
I think it's going to be an
Look
Look at his face. He looks
Sorry,
like a
Jeff. I
cat
didn't mean to put
canary.
you on the spot, Jeff.
No,
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. All I can say is it's coming sooner than you think.
There you go. I
The
like
day
that.
after the Kickstarter.
Tomorrow, Monday.
It could be
And
anytime.
then the
Confirmed.
ISS, and then the ISS the week after that.
ISS, let's talk about that for a minute. So that was an awesome surprise at ZoloCon,
Yes.
where they gave us a little taste of the ISS items. So we had all of the Crossroads, and we had the what's it called, the Legion
Legacies.
the Legacies. Thank you. So that was awesome to see. We had the
Koi.
nymph there, and Revenant and Koi.
Mhm.
So a few of us did a little shopping, a little early ISS shopping. Omar.
Yeah. Oh, I loaded up so that way now the ISS, the only thing I need to get is the armory all in. I'm good with everything else.
Nice.
So that was cool. That was great to see. And did Jay buy some more Koi?
Brother,
that
he
book-
bought
That-
maybe I shouldn't say anything.
right. Man, my man,
He
he
bought
loves
like
Koi.
7 kois. He owns like 12 or 15 kois. So
Yeah,
he's making
he's
like
got
a
like
fish
an
army.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a fish tank full of
Yeah.
The Guppy
Full.
King.
yeah. I haven't opened I have one that I got from Dylan, and I have not opened it yet. And that's not to say I don't like it. I think it's a rad figure, but I don't
like it.
That. You don't like it?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's an acquired taste. It's you either like it or
Had
you
too
don't.
much
It's one of
flesh
those
on it
figures.
for Brett. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some
much
fish
fish.
bones on it.
Until they come out with a bone skeleton head, it's not worth anything.
Mhm.
I think it's
I-
a cool figure, but it's not my cup of tea. So, I'm good with 1 or 2. I picked up a second one at Zolo just to have because I actually want to use its parts. But I mean, outside of that, cool figure, but it's just not my cup of tea.
I want to give
Yeah.
him a try and repaint it like Eric Miller did. I want to try and make a different
That would be
color.
cool.
He did an excellent job with that.
Maverick made a
Maverick.
bunch of beautiful
Oh, it
ones.
was Maverick. I'm sorry. Yes, Maverick. I apologize. Gave credit to the wrong person. I'd love to just get one just to try that.
I could see
That
that.
was such a good paint job.
Yeah, I remember at Legion's Con, my wife picked it up when we went to the store on Saturday. And I looked at it initially, and I was kind of feeling, not that anybody was rushing me, but I was like, I wasn't sure. And then when we got up to the room and we were, I took a look at it, and I was like, I'm just going to take it out of the package really quick. I looked at it, I was like, this looks really cool. I do want one. So I did get one at Legion's on Sunday when I went through the lining. Picked up another couple more legendary barbarians. So, but yeah, it looked great at Legion's Con. Looking at the pictures that you guys were sending back, and shout out to, I know we're doing shout outs later, but I just want to shout out Hedgehog for his live, from the show, because I was Saturday morning here on my computer. I paid bills, and then I'm like, he was going live. I'm like, cool, I'm here, and he's going and seeing everybody. I saw Schmerber a few times, saw Omar, saw everybody that I know on there, and then he was going through the line and showing off everything. So it was fantastic. I felt like I was there, like I had my own personal, cameraman there at the show, even though I could not be there. So it was wonderful to be there. So I highly recommend, if Hedgehog is doing one of the convention lives and you're not able to go, please watch it, because he's giving you an opportunity to be there and kind of experience it. So that way, if you're unsure, like, hey, do I want to go to this show ever? This is a perfect opportunity. He's going to give you the good stuff there, and he was fantastic. So,
And if you're watching it live, you can relay messages. I'm like, hey, tell Brett I said hi. Tell Ryan and Amber what's up. But yeah, it is awesome, and I do love his live videos. It's a service that he provides to us and makes us feel like we are there with our friends, for sure.
So last year he doesn't come down to the I guess south of the border cons a whole lot. And I was at MegaCon, and he was like, "Can you go live for me, so we can pull you into a Saturday Day Live show?" And I was like, "Sure." I'm trying. There's no internet service. There's nothing going on, and I failed horrible.
Damn it.
Well, that's not your fault. The internet service in MegaCon sucks, dude.
So all I could
It
do
doesn't.
is send him pictures, and he did like a little slideshow of what I could
I
send him.
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But it was good.
You tried. Yeah.
We appreciate that too, Jeff. That was awesome.
And I love that there's like a network of like information and pictures and videos and stuff. It's like, oh, if Brett gets to the show early, he'll send a picture of what's at the table, or there's like information that people share and stuff, or if you're not able to go to a show, then
I got information. How much is it worth to you?
Exactly. But I just love that we all share it.
I think we were
You're
chatting
right.
for like 10-15 minutes when Dennis Derby dropped that ZoloCon table video. Everybody was like taking pictures and zooming in and being like, oh, they got that on the table.
Literally, my stepson's like, hey, can you pick me up? And I'm like, how did you even know that was on I didn't send you that. I didn't send you that information. I'm just looking at the table myself. And he's like, hey, can you pick me up a Revenant? I'm like, bro, how did you even know that was so? It moves.
That
quick,
was
man.
a nice surprise, though, when we got to the table
really
and saw
was.
all of them there. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was definitely happy about that. But if you think about it, I mean, they didn't really have a lot that they could have. I mean, all the nights and stuff are sold out pretty much. So they had to kind of dip, I guess, into future stuff. They couldn't do Rising Suns yet, so it was great that they did that. Definitely, very happy.
Well, Street Day's coming up the 18th of
Street Date is 18th for sure. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the role-playing game. So at ZoloCon, we did see the map here. I think this is a reproduction of the actual one that we're getting. I think Lynn did this one, but I just thought it was super rad to actually see, like, this is like the close encounter thing. Like, what is that called?
Mythic Encounter.
Mythic Encounter. Thank you.
So when you normally game and you have a map, it's usually 1-inch squares, and that's why the miniatures, and it's just a visual representation of you and your party as you I can't think of the word I was going to say.
Quest.
Meander about the countryside, and when you can bring miniatures of the evil characters that you're fighting. Well, Mythic Legions the game is taking it one step further, and when you get to an encounter or a fight or whatever you want to call it, you flip your map over and it goes from 1x1 to 4x4 inch squares, and you plop your 6-inch figure there, and you have a 1/12 scale battle instead of the 1 whatever the minis are. So it's just another way to enhance gameplay. It's not necessary. It's not required. Back when I played D&D, we had graph paper and a pencil.
Yes.
There was
100%.
no miniatures.
100%.
There was no nothing. I had a little graph paper with 1/8-inch squares, and I made my own little dungeons, and I drew little things there, and you just narrated it like a book. Choose your own adventure, basically.
Your brain fills in all the blanks.
And that's what nowadays they
Your
have a term for it.
imagination.
Theater of the mind. I didn't know that. I didn't call it that. We just called it playing Dungeons and Dragons. There was no.
Yeah.
And then minis started coming out after I got into it. So, but that's my little spiel.
I did want to talk about. I have some close-up pictures of the figures, and they're great seeing them in person. That Jaguilian head is amazing. I love
That's
it.
one of my
Got a
favorite.
mischievous grin.
Yeah.
I also like seeing the characters, like Brett's character on the table. They had a bunch of people's characters.
He was there in that previous pictures.
Which one?
If you go back to the actual table, those aren't these characters. They're actually Brett and other people's personal characters. That was really cool to see.
What you oh, back here? This one right here?
Yes.
There.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that. No one told me
You
that.
see the
I didn't know.
Tuberculi down there, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of them. They're all custom.
The black and gold shield is my paladin.
I should have known that, but I did not know that. No one told me.
Very cool.
Well, they
the
took
picture of
all
them all
the
together.
they took all the Kickstarter guys down to take them to Kentucky.
Yep.
and we were
Yeah,
there while
Big Gray.
Joe was unpacking them or packing them up to go to Kentucky. So we get to take some pictures without the case, so you get pictures without the glass, the glare. And then Sunday, Pat Boyle set up that whole role-playing thing on the table just to have something as an example to represent the game.
And then we actually did a little one shot there and Play-Doh encounter with Diego DMing us.
Really?
And then, Anthony Housefields' little kid, little Tony. We had little Tony who was in there playing, and he got to deliver the final blows on the Terpiculi.
Awesome. That's awesome. This guy was also unlocked. Forgot to mention that. Rick's. What's our thoughts on this?
It's the big one. I'm coming.
Elizabeth. Lamont.
Tell us how you really feel.
Right.
It's pretty darn cool.
He is cool.
Awesome.
He is.
It looks
cool
great.
Figure, sure.
Yeah, man.
I have to add him still, but
It's got my most wanted part on it. Finally. Yep. In standard bone. In standard bone, because it came with scaphoid.
Yeah. So now you don't have to.
Jeremy, haha, I got you, but I'll get you good later.
Buy them all, you son of a bitch. So now you don't have to have Rick paint all the knees for you. Or
Dennis brought me 9 sets of chiclets, so it looks like a bag of teeth.
Right.
It looks like a bag of teeth.
At this point, Brett, you might as well just go pick up your order of the Kickstarter at the studio. You'll need a moving truck.
I know, right? I was talking to Cookie and Len yesterday, and all my orders are case quantities just to make it easy on my friend Cookie.
That's right. We love our boy Cookie.
Love Cookie, man. Best.
So now, how many of these are you gonna get?
I'll let you guess, Paul.
Another 30.
A case.
48.
Somebody hit it.
48.
48.
Yeah.
I'm excited too for the evil.
4 cases.
Basically, what I did for the RPG is last year we had the Baethir campaign, and I did eight all in Baethirs, and this year I put my magic number of what I spent last year in as my pledge, and as things are going to unlock, I'll fiddle it around. But my number is in. My number is solid. My number will not change unless we're like the very last day, and I still have in my unused portion, there's nothing to go. I may just blank that unused portion out because that's what I did. I put it all into that.
Bro, he was so excited.
No.
That was a cliffhanger.
What happened?
Bro,
He cut out. He cut out for a second.
Just as you were going.
Anyway, I don't know where I cut out, so
That's all right. So evil paladin.
choose your own adventure. Fill in the blanks.
Thoughts on that evil paladin? How we think that guy is going to look? I mean, do you think it'll be kind of similar to the?
I think it's going to be a vampire type anti-paladin. And I think it's going to be a paladin, a named paladin, a vampiric noble, if you will. That is in Alithia, but I would love to see a black and blood red color scheme.
I was going Aether. I was going to go like a demon or an orc paladin.
But if you zoom in on that their thumbnail, it kind of looks a lot like that elf rogue head on there. But it could be vampire pointy ears too. But could be orc pointy ears. It could be all going the wrong direction. But it could be a fury orc for all we know.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a shadow elf.
You think so?
Yeah.
I try to think like what race haven't they used in a while?
Well, I try to think of it as what are the races in the core rule book of the role playing game.
Okay.
What are the classes in the role playing game? What are the professions in the role playing game? Because that's where they're going to start. They're not going to pull in, a species, a race that is not in the core rule book just to have a cool character.
Yeah, it's reuse for sure.
Well, no, it's not only reuse, but it ties it right back into the game, so you can actually have, say, they mentioned in the write-up about Rick's that character is in the canned campaign that comes with the beginner box. So he's actually part of the campaign that you fight.
Right.
So having him to do the mythic encounter makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Well, what other thing is out there that would be suitable for that too? And that's what I think the villainous paladin is.
How does the warrior fit in?
You fight them. They're actually in the core rule book as a monster.
Oh,
so
okay.
are vargs, so are bog goblins, so are a certain other couple things that I can't talk about until they release the information. But that's like the heads pack for Arethyr with whatever that 934,000 goal is.
Right.
Bog goblins, extra heads for the orcs because it's got a little Arethyr logo on there.
Lots of good stuff coming up with this Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
what heads are going to work on those monster builder bodies? You know, it's what heads are going to work on the orc body. So get the other two from Urzok. Get the. Did I freeze again?
No.
Henrik's moving. Okay. So that's why I'm thinking, the bog goblins would be cool if we got a Gonks head redone another chunky goblin head done to match that armor set too.
Oh yeah, that would,
because that's awesome. That's what they're building on with these. They're giving us those bases, but they're more expanding with the heads and the things. So I as a DM could have all the little monsters that my campaign has.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. We can play it with the real figures in addition to the minis and the standees and the mind.
Interesting.
I also think too that this is because they are, with the role-playing game, again, a big outreach to a new community. The price point is a great entry-level price point. Character packs allow you to get involved in pop and swap and wanting more than just, hey, like Brett was saying, I'm a DM and I got my characters here, but you could want to do your own, paint your own, do your own things. Because we do know the role-playing game community with painting, they're phenomenal painters, and hopefully this will be something to get their interest, and so I think there's what we talked about earlier. I think when we get to that end point, how many people will be joining in that is brand new because they can get that entry-level price point,
right?
Not just the established collectors like ourselves, but just that, hey, I can spend X amount of dollars and I can get these really cool figures that'll be here at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I like how a lot of people are saying this is kind of like our reinforcements.
Yeah,
totally.
Without
absolutely 100%.
100% the reinforcements.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheaper than a reinforcements.
$35 off retail is
well, for some people it's cheaper.
But I mean, even $35, if that's what they're going to sell at, game stores.
Especially if I can go to my local game store and pick up. Oh, I need to pick up another Rick's. I need another set of knees. Waddle on down to one of the 5 game stores within 15-mile radius of me, and there be. Oh, that's bliss. That's better than seeing it in big box stores. Because then you can get to know the nerds that work there and play there, and just proselytize the hell out of this shit.
Absolutely.
No, when it comes to retail, they're just going to go with the standard retail that they go with their authorized ones, or are they actually going to go to other retailers?
They're actually going after your local comic game stores that sell role-playing stuff that have those D&D nights. Like there's one here in West Reading. Symbiote has a basement, and that basement is full every Friday, Saturday night of nerds geeking out on role-playing games.
Nice. Because here in Florida, in Central Florida, there is no place that you can buy Mythics. You have to order that stuff online.
The closest you have is the former authorized retailer in Orlando there. What's his name? Austin. One Stop.
Yeah.
What part of Florida are you actually in?
Orlando.
Oh, Jeff, you're near Orlando too, aren't you? Or are you on the coast?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Oh,
yeah.
So why is Joe Bro not sandwiched between the two of you?
He's on the outside, and then I'm actually sandwiched in between Joe Bro and Chris James.
Okay.
So,
And Chris is on the Space Coast.
Yeah.
The Space Coast.
Yeah.
Canaveral.
Melbourne, Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach,
They
yeah.
want some rockets.
Yeah.
I almost actually, I almost went to college in Melbourne.
I used to work in Melbourne,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I got accepted to fit, and
Jeff lives in like close to UCF, and then and Joe lives in Winter Park, and then I live in St. Cloud. So we're about 45 minutes. We're about 45 minutes apart from each.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. So you guys could actually get together and
we have
and have and have a monthly D&D session.
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility.
You know, you could do it at a coffee shop, and I've got into Paneras, and there's been corners of Paneras just filled with nerds playing D&D these days, and it just warms my old heart.
Cool. That is something that I wanted to talk about as one of our topics is how do we I don't know what I'm doing, not an expert on it at all, but curious, how does someone get in on a role-playing game?
Hey, Greg, you want to throw some dice and make up stories?
Hell yeah!
All right, let's do it. You got any friends that might want to do it? Let's do it. That's how you get it started.
Yeah.
You know,
Stop the show.
we
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly Carr. Okay.
Hi, Kelly Carr. We almost just got a game getting ready to set up right here with Omar and Jeff and Joe and Chris and Rick Emmert's over in St. Pete. You know, maybe it's if it's once a month.
And Mark is in Tallahassee, so I mean,
if you guys got a once a month thing, and I'm sure one of you is a good enough bullshitter to GM these things, because really that's what it is. It's like you sit there and you gotta listen to these guys come up with these wild, stupid things and go, okay, you got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, I know Mark had said that he wanted to try Games Master, and I used to do that too. But for me, it was Cyberpunk. I played Cyberpunk more than anything else. So,
but see, it's no different than It's just it's the basics, the mechanics. It's whatever skin you wrap it in, and that's what they're giving us. Is they're giving us a full world to immerse ourselves in. They're giving more for us to take our characters and play with and put it into this world.
Now, for someone that doesn't know, how do you, Brett, how do you connect? Do you go with StreamYard with when you do with Patrick Boyle and House Seal? And
we've done StreamYard. I think we did Zoom once, and the first time we did a virtual, we actually used Instagram video call.
Okay.
It wasn't the greatest, but it worked. And with these virtual tabletops now, like D&D Beyond, you can actually roll your dice on your computer and everybody can see it.
Can you tell me about that? How does that work?
It just allows you to connect people into a party, and you can present maps. And if you pay more, you can do other stuff. But you push a button and it rolls your dice. So I click my sword and it rolls the appropriate dice and counts them the appropriate number of times and tells me, adds my modifiers to it. So it's really easy. I don't have to do the math. It does it for me.
Nice.
I like that.
Because D&D, you need to be able to do this and count.
Do some mathing. What is that called again? That program?
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond, and it's done by Hasbro because they own they're the ultimate owner of D&D. And it just D&D was the popular one, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew, and everybody wraps their. You can get Marvel skins for D&D, DC, you name it.
There's
Flintstones, for Christ's sake.
There's a Stitch group in the local game shop I mean. Every Wednesday night, they get together and they play Stitch at the game shop. It's anything you can think of. It's crazy.
Yeah, I
G.I. Joe, all that stuff.
I want to get some games going.
Is that the one in Booton?
Yes, the Highlander games.
I'm wondering if they're going to get the starter boxes in that store.
Well, that's one thing I was going to try and talk about is Four Horsemen is putting out some material to bring to these shops. I saw something yesterday. I don't know if that's the complete like set.
Jeremy posted the 2-page handout.
Okay,
and you can print it and take it into your local game store.
I already talked to them about this happening. So now that I have the material, I'm going to bring it with them. Cool. They also do a paint night every Monday where they told me I can bring anything I want to paint. So I told them about Mythic Legions and they're interested. So I'm going to go up there and I'm going to start painting. That'll introduce them to the line. And see where
bring a couple figures to give away for free, like any good dealer.
And there you go. Yep, you got it.
Get them hooked.
The first one's free.
Right. Yep.
First time free.
Exactly. So, they're fairly new. They opened within a year ago, so they're getting themselves up and running. But they have a bunch of tables, and that they allow. If you want to get a game together, you can go there and sit. A lot of the places around here like that, like they have open tables, and you can literally just go there, bring your box, set up, and just wait for people to come in the store, and they'll come and sit and play with you. Like that's the kind of communities you'll find around here. But I also live in a higher populated area.
That's a good question, William. That would be a great goal. That would be a great thing to be able to walk into a Barnes and Noble and see their D&D section, and then see right next to it the Mythic Legions, the role-playing game, right next to it, and have the new figure. They absolutely carry toys.
Getting the figures at Barnes and Noble, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would, and that would be very cool.
That would be cool.
But I know that the Horsemen don't like the big box. They don't like, so I don't know.
But I think it's a little different because it's not your Walmart, Target. It's not the people that are basically I'm going to say they're the jerks of retail because they totally are.
Oh yeah.
Whereas at least with you walk into a Barnes and Noble, it's closer to that comic book role playing.
Exactly. Game. It's just an elevated form of your local bookstore that you used to go to when you were a kid.
Yep.
Yeah, they're used to having stuff longer on shelves. They're not like a Walmart or Target that just want stuff in and out that day. That would be their goal.
I thought that Gamma booth setup was pretty cool to show retailers how it would look laid out if they had it in their store.
Yeah, I was just about people saying, "Oh, they got them for sale there now."
You know what?
You can't sell anything at those shows.
No. But I was wondering if they might have given away the figure to like retailers that stop by, because like I went to a different type of trade show like back in early February, about actually a month ago, and the vendor bring in stuff. They don't want to take any of it home, and so like I've got my laptop's on one of the things I got for free, and I got all sorts of my cell phone.
Oh, dude, I can't tell you the amount of awesome swag we would get at those defense shows down there in DC.
Yeah,
my lord.
So I'm sure. Again, it's a great way too to get the retailers to hey, what's a Mythic Legions figure? Yeah. Here, take this one home. See what you think.
Well, and this show is no more than a sell your stuff to the buyers that are coming through.
Yep.
The retail store buyers are going in there looking for what's the next thing, what's going to be popular.
To answer Dave Workin's question, Barnes and Noble's not only a thing; they're growing. They're growing.
I've read that. Yeah, I've read that.
They're upgrading their stores. The book industry in certain segments where it saw a huge resurgence during COVID for people wanting to read, they're having I don't even want to call it a backlash against like the Kindles and electronic readers. There's just a good upswell of people wanting to read and going and buying books. And again, it's not every day or every single artist, but there's even these there's these people on TikTok that have done their self-published their books, and they're getting deals from major publishers, and then they're going and buying their back. They're signing them to deals to do their new book, and then they're buying their backlist to bring their backlist to the stores. There's a huge amount of upswell in the book industry, and it's not around a Harry Potter. It's not around, a major, one time.
That makes me happy.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of new blood coming in, and the book publishers are working hard to try to get to do more stuff. Like if you guys are familiar with the comedian Rob Riggle, and Rob was a Marine and was in the reserves for almost 22 years. And Rob wrote a book, and we actually had him at Quantica at my retail store. I worked with the publisher to get him there. And great turnout. Rob and his girlfriend were phenomenal. They were very generous, and Rob was also like doing the CBS morning show and stuff like. So there's always going to be a market for books and used books. Like where I live here in Manassas, Barnes and Noble moved to a new location, but McKay's used books is huge. It's busy. You go in there. There's people trading in books. There's people buying books. Huge amount of stuff.
It's like used CD stores back in the early to mid 90s.
Right.
When those were exploding.
Mr. C is asking, is the Mythic Legions role-playing game going to pull people over from D&D, or are they aiming for a new crowd? Go ahead, Jeff.
I was going to go off of that, and I also saw Bill Dorclair also respond to that.
Go for it.
It's not just about the core game; it's about the adventures and the add-ons and stuff like that they're looking to bring people in with. And I feel like the Shadows of Mercurios is going to expand core D&D players' adventures and stories and stuff like that. So that's where I see they're going to be pulling in those D&D core players.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think more attention that they get. Hey, Chris. Good morning, man.
Morning, Chris.
Morning, Chris.
Welcome. Welcome to the show. We're talking role-playing game. Hey, Billy. How you doing, Billy?
Hello, Bill.
Good morning. Good morning. She looks a little sleepy.
She just woke up.
Okay. She's like, I might need to prolong that nap.
Yeah.
She's not ready for that spring forward.
No,
That's not where they're
not ready for that yet. She's not ready.
None of us are.
That's Billie Eilish, Chad. Chad was asking who that was. That's Billie.
Billie Eilish Hoffman. Yep.
That's right. William says, I've never seen a Four Horsemen products at a brick or mortar store. That would be wonderful.
William, since you are in the greater Grand Rapids area,
I think he's Ann Arbor.
Well, that's greater Grand Rapids from the point of view of the story I'm telling.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Go to Tardy's Collectibles in Grand Rapids, and you will find Mythic Legions hanging on a wall, and that is a brick and mortar. Now, it's not going to be a huge selection like walking into a K&B when we were kids, but it'll solve that itch or scratch that itch of seeing Mythic in a brick and mortar for you.
Yeah, and I try to hang out there as often as I can. So we just had that Armory meetup a few weeks ago.
I was jealous of that.
Wonderful,
that fun.
It was a blast. Like I had already spent how much I was planning on spending, and I'm like putting my hands back into the bins of parts, and it was just wonderful. It was
like the Lehigh, walking by my table at Lehigh, Brandon. Oh, he's gone.
I was jealous of that when you had all those bins.
Oh man,
I was like, I wish I'd be there.
Me too.
Just got back. I heard something about.
There they are.
Parts.
There's
all my. That's all my fodder.
Nice.
Brett, you need to take that on the road, buddy. Rent a semi, and
that's holy.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to talk to you about a couple horse heads.
Literally blocking the light.
Bone or flesh?
Bone.
Okay.
Or the ones I showed you. What I want to do with them. I'll talk to you. That's fine.
How you doing this morning, Chris?
Dave Orkin.
The cannabis extras.
Oh yeah, I got extra cannabis. I got cannabis.
Didn't you buy a case at Zolocon of the horse?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's what we've been talking about.
Sorry. That's your business. I apologize.
Oh, I saw the pictures when those things are finished. Oh my God. They're all customs. Every last one of them. He's got a use for every one of those horses. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Who's making the customs?
I've working with a sculptor out of Europe to make the actual sculpts, and then I'll have them printed domestically. And he doesn't know it yet, but my go-to painter is Zombie 13, so he'll be painting them up for me.
There you go.
Tardies, William. Tardies. TARDY. I don't know if it's an apostrophe S or just S, but
Maybe.
I'm late with an S.
And there's
That's
a great
not a very big store, is it?
No, it's
but
small.
it's still and it's run by two wonderful people.
Great people, yeah.
Yeah.
And right next
I ran
door,
into them at SDCC last year.
Yeah, they're awesome people. Next door is like a Greek Mediterranean restaurant that always has the grilled onions. I think they do it on purpose. But they grill onions on their flat top, and you could just smell all that good. And their burgers, outstanding.
So all your parts smell like grilled onions. You're saying?
Yeah, everything, my soul smells like grilled onions. But no, I had a great moment at that meetup. We were hanging out, and Nate Strong and Kirby Hughesby and Chris Johnson, and we were just like four old men just hanging out at a deli, just enjoying each other's company and talking toys and talking books and stuff like that. I guess
Can't wait for Muskie to see those guys.
Oh man, I know. Nate's daughter is an author. She just finished a book, and so
cool.
he was talking about that. So very exciting. The El Tidy Lehigh Valley Toy Show fodder table was epic.
Clean me out, guys. You cleaned me out.
You
Took a whole year to
rebuild.
put it all back together.
Maybe after Kickstarter, you'll have replenished.
Well, I keep threatening that once I get this basement all put together and cleaned up and everything sorted, organized, and purged, that I'm going to have an on-site fodder party.
That would be. I would travel. I would travel for that. Yeah,
I think I'd have to travel for that.
Brett just sent me or gave me at ZoloCon some. I got baggies of parts and good stuff. Thank you, Brett.
We were sitting there Saturday night, and he's putting together a Silver Knight and a skeleton raider. Put them together. He's got a plastic suit of parts. He's like, "Anybody want this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." What? Here, $5. Got a whole little tray of powder, and then Greg comes by. He's like, "Oh man, I want that." So they come.
That's what they do. Every time I buy a figure, I have to buy two so I can turn it into a skeleton, and then I'm left with all these other parts.
Gladly be there to pick up the pieces.
This is what happens because of what they do to me.
Hey, do you have your sweet bone lady there that you made from? Was it Neve or was it?
She's upstairs. Neve,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You can take Neve's top off. Ask permission.
Yes, of course.
And then you can put it around a bare chest of a skeleton, the rib cage, and it sits there. I don't know, Greg. You do have a picture, but
I do. It's on my phone though, and I don't know how.
And we know how that. I know the struggles to get it off your phone.
Yeah, it'll slowly show.
Send it.
But yeah, I bet I killed Neve.
Does the skeleton really need a brow, though?
You guys talk.
Well,
yourselves,
everybody's like, was talking about the female skeleton soldier. They're like, well, why does a skeleton need boob armor? She had boobs before she died and was resurrected, so she just came up with what's on. So there's a lot of air there, but
the necro energy.
Or as Claude told me, she stuffs.
Yes, she's there, so I will buy her. That's
a couple of 3D printed chicken cutlets is sticking.
Chicken cutlet night.
Hey, Chris, how was it waking up this morning on the West Coast?
Awful. It's early. I forgot we lost an hour until Greg reminded me. Thanks, Greg.
You're very, very welcome.
But I did do the right thing and fed the horses for my wife, even though it's her turn on the weekends.
Good man.
Oh, that was to stop her from barging in and yelling at me during the live stream, because that would have definitely
fed the horses yet.
Like,
how many horses do you have?
2. We had 3. We had to put one down for old age. So we're down to 2. Yeah, I mean, it was old, but yeah, it's we're down to 2. Got 2 horses. One of them is currently injured because he is a prince and he stepped on a rock. And apparently they just can't step on rocks, which is wild because they're horses.
It's so soft up underneath there, though, Chris. That's why they gotta have those little fancy shoes.
They're trying to get themselves. He's too young for shoes right now, so
they're prima donnas. That's what
they're awful. They're great, but they're awful. It's doubled by the fact that he's, if you know how horses are measured, but he's 17 and a half hands. Whoa. And he's 1,500 pounds.
Whoa.
He's only 4. So big boy.
Yeah.
But other than that, waking up's great. I threw something. Because I was so blessed with this invitation, I quickly went and ran all the printers last night to print up Jason Rodriguez's latest project that he's working on.
Oh,
hey, there she is.
Yeah,
it took some avenues. It took some, but I finally got it. Sorry to interrupt, Chris. It just popped up there.
Oh, nice.
Gorgeous.
But that is your what is that head?
I can't see anything.
It's a Von Burke.
Okay.
What am I doing wrong?
You can't see it? You see it, Chris?
Nope.
Maybe your eyes are closed.
I just see you guys.
I see it.
There we go.
Zoom in on it, but yeah.
Okay. This stand looks cool too. This ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stand is cool. Where'd that come from? Is that a candle with the wax melted?
I got the head from Blaze, and I forget who the sculptor was. And then the little stand they were Von Burke skull stands that made out of skulls.
Okay. I should have a food show. Absolutely. Mythics and food, man.
You need another show.
Yeah, I really
enough going on.
That reminds me.
Greg, it's called Mythic Meals.
Yes,
did anybody see
that's it right there.
Somebody said, "Hey, pro tip: if you don't name it Mythic, you get better time slots."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't have to listen to any other.
We gotta edit the TV guide.
Legion's lunches.
Magic meals.
Legion's lunches.
Legion's lunches. Yeah.
No.
We're gonna work on that. But
We'll workshop it.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I? Oh, Chris. Sorry, Chris.
I'm here. I swear to God.
You still here, Chris?
I was trying. My brain was like the little hamster was trying to remember where we were.
I'm awake.
You were working on something. You had the printers going all night.
I did.
And the end result is something you're going to.
I guess we got to spin this thing around, huh?
I'm going to embiggen.
This is that again. As per usual. This is like a prototype.
Of course.
Like first time I'm printing it for Jason so he can test out how the files are going. How am I flipping this camera, guys? Why is this not working?
Just
you know what?
Grab it and turn it around.
No, we should do this.
Flip it with your
old school, baby.
So
yes.
Here, I'll put a figure in for scale.
Nice.
Oh man.
Awesome.
So you see the empty slot. So what's in the printer right now? There's a gargoyle.
Plug-in torches.
A gargoyle that goes here. There are torch holders that go here.
Ooh.
And then there's a chain. I don't know. Lock somebody up. Run a chain on it. Thing that goes in there.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
But since they're basically certain sizes, like anyone intrepid enough to know what they're doing could, in theory, print whatever they want, right? In those spots.
Chris, I have a question.
Yes.
So the height looks like they're made for probably a detolf, right?
I didn't even measure it, to be honest.
Billy bookcases aren't as tall as those, and those would be great things for people like me who have Billy bookcases.
Mm-hmm. So what you'd want to do is you said the Billy shelves aren't as tall, right?
Right. They're like 11 and 7/8.
I would
between
say
the shelves.
You got to pick a couple printers to go with, right? But everyone can scale stuff down.
Yep.
Right. It's entirely doable, right? It's easy to do in the slicer. So I would say if you're having someone print it for you, then get with them and say, hey, this is the room I'm working with. Can you make this small enough for me? Mm-hmm. Most of the time, someone can make that work. They might there might be an upcharge for them having to do the work on it, right? But once you're kind of golden, you're golden.
Anthony owes me a favor, 42.
Oh, Household owes you a favor?
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. Whatever.
There you go. You're
Make
done.
them do.
There you go.
So what's been happening is Jason's jumping into, he does all the head sculpts. There's a lot. I mean, he puts out what, 1 set, 2 sets a month of head sculpts. Yeah. He's been doing a thing where he always does the thing where the first 10 people get a bonus. I think the last bonus was a really cool cart.
Yes,
Yep.
The cart.
I have it.
Yep. So the first 10 people that got it got the cart file. I think he's gonna at some point release just diorama files. But what's been going on is he always designed for resin, and anyone that's printed in both mediums knows while they both can do the same thing, they do not work the same way. Right.
Not
So
at all.
filament orientation is so important, and cuts are different, pegs are different. It's all kind of different. So I'm walking them through the process like, hey, if you cut a diorama this way, this will be the result, right? So like the one we just showed, half that floor is printed in orientation where I would not do it that way, right? Because filament struggles. If that top layer is uneven, filament kind of struggles a little bit to get a nice clean look.
It doesn't look organic. It looks
weird. Yeah, it looks weird. It looks like
stepped.
Yeah.
Because you're laying a rope on top of a rope on top of a rope on top of a rope.
Whereas if you take that same thing and you flip it sideways and it lets it go this way, right?
Yep.
Stack it the way it's supposed to stack, looks amazing, right? So you've got to cut your dioramas, right? For these big boys, you got to cut them that way. And leaving it up to the person buying the file, to me, like Jason's always been one, he's always had great quality of work, right? No one ever complains about the stuff they get from him. And I want to keep that running with him. So I volunteered. I said, hey, what we'll do? Let me see some of your stuff preview. There's a bunch of people work. Billy Beige is working on one. God rest his soul, because it's like 30 plates. This thing he's working on is massive. We're talking like massive.
Damn.
It's huge, right? He's working on a big cathedral. I'm working on this. So we're all just trying to help out. And I think once Jason figures it out, right? Once he has enough examples, he'll just design that way off the rip. Right, where it's like, okay, these pieces are cut to be in a certain way. And we started this together because I printed out his diorama for his Kickstarter that's coming up, I think in April or May for the Rise of the Fifth Sun, Empire of the Fifth Sun. So I was showing him like, hey, this is what it looks like when I print it the way you did it. I recut the file, sent it to someone who's just got into printing literally like a month, 2 months before. With all the orientations done, he was able to print the diorama perfect. Right. So, it's I think once he starts selling files, everyone's going to be super happy. Right. Even if you don't resell stuff, like my PSA, I think every time I'm on a stream or a show, buy a 3D printer. Just one for yourself. And if you want dioramas, buy filament. If you want heads, buy resin. But you will save so much money if you just buy one 3D printer.
I've gone through several filament. I've sold them, got rid of them, sold my resin. I'm at the point where I'm just going to pay people to do it for me. If I have the STL files, Chris, have you ever used Craft Cloud?
Nope.
They you upload your STL and you can pick from hundreds of different print farms to
what? For real?
Like if I was to send you an STL and pay you to print for me, and you upload the file and they give you quotes, and you can get printed in titanium if you wanted.
I've seen services like that. Hold on, when did you have your printers?
They're older. The newer ones are so much.
Yeah. So it's
so much
now.
better.
I was never into filament until I got a bamboo machine. They're appliances now. Like
I was doing Enders Creality.
Yeah, it's I talked to some people that just got back into it, right? And they're like, oh, because I started with resin, right? And resin's easy. Except for the messy part, resin is, from an executable perspective, is really easy to do. Like once you figure out, the resin's got to be warm, and that's like the main thing, is that temperature is the main problem. Yeah, especially with the newer machines where there's no lift distance and all that stuff. So, but I would say if you were in it, just saying, those services are cool. Like they used to have one, I forgot the name of it. But the markup is crazy.
Well, it would be pretty much close to what I would sell something for if I was like taking the time to my whole thing was 3 times the amount of material cost and then $1 per hour of the machine running.
Yeah,
and that's what I was selling stuff
I
for.
think I'm similar. I think it depends on, for me, it depends on the project.
Yeah.
Every project to me has its limit of what I think you can charge before you start costing yourself.
Right. If you got 25 kilos of material, you're probably not going to sell or charge $75 kilos of material because it would just jump that price.
Right. Like,
yeah, it's scalable.
Projects, right. Like on bigger dioramas, that's why I don't sell a lot of tons of big stuff, is because
your margins aren't there.
Yeah, the margins aren't there, but it's for me, it's you could always charge what you, and people charge a lot, right? I just look at it and I'm like, well, would I pay that much for that thing? And if the answer is no, then either the project gets scrapped or I take a little bit less money, right? Yeah. The only thing that sucks is shipping it across this country for Legion's Comp. We're going to solve that this year. So I'm just going to buy like my brother a couple more printers and make him print for me. But anyways, that's what Jason's up to.
Hey, I'm retired, Chris. I'm retired, and I'm retired, and I'm close to Jersey.
Get yourself a couple machines.
No, you said you were going to buy somebody machines, and
yeah, buy some machines.
I'll be your brother and your toy and your logistics person.
And then he gets his mom's lasagna when he goes.
I've heard stories about mom's lasagna.
Yeah, shipping those towers across country last year, I was $1,000 in shipping in those things. Like 30. There's no good way to ship them.
Nope.
There's like 30. It's $30 a pop, and that's just what you're gonna do. Like the current project I'm working on, I'm like, all right, I got the box, and I'm like, all right, how much are these things gonna be to ship? And I'm like, goddamn, $10. I was like, oh, all right, well, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So I recently have purchased 2 months ago a resin printer, a very simple Anycubic Mono 4, and it is so simple. It is easy. It's fun for me. Well, a lot of people complain about it because of the cleaning, but I enjoy it to the point where, like, so I am one of the people that purchased Jason's cart. But I don't have the ability to print it. So this week I'm going to be working with talking with Kevin Johnson from Lone Wolf Labs.
Yep.
I'm about a half hour away from him, so I'm going to work with him to have him print it up and see how it goes. So hopefully next week or two I'll have one of those carts to paint up.
And you can do some mixed media, right? If you're like, if the body, like that cart, I'd probably print the body in filament. I might think about the wheels and resin if I was
looking at okay. So I might reach out to you after this. I've been talking with Jason about the sculpting part, but the actual printing
for the wheels.
Yeah, no, just in general, because I'm new to this. So I reached out to Jason about this stuff, and I've been talking about that. But as for the actual printing part, I didn't think about printing half and resin half, which does make sense.
Yeah, mixed media. I mean, I think we're not, as a group of printers, right? One, we're not there yet because most people don't own both, right? Noble Bear owns both, like Velez owns both. I own both, but like legitimately, Greg owns. Did you buy a filament machine? Which machine did you buy?
I have both, but I haven't used them yet. I'm too busy with these shows, man.
Greg, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear results.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
I want to hear
after
results.
The show. After the show.
Like, so Greg's got both, but you're starting to see you're starting to see people that have both. So mixed media should be coming in. I think we all the Mythics community, everyone, I think a lot of people were in the filament early. It was trash. Like, it was very finicky. And now everyone's jumping back in because, they're appliances now. Like, they just work, right? And nobody, I mean, I don't enjoy 3D. Like, I don't love 3D printing. I like the things that pop out of the magic box that make my displays look cool. Or when I have a cool idea, I'm like, oh my God, I can totally make this thing, right? So I think you'll see that in probably this year. People will do like I was showing the little loop-bees in the holder. I'd probably, if it wasn't winter, I'd have printed that stuff in resin. So it's like super clean and, like I can zoom in on it. So it's just, that's
if detail matters, go for resin.
If it's small and you need detail, you just pop resin in and you're good. And if it's big, you can still do resin big. I have done that. It's not cheap though.
No, it's not.
It is not
But
cheap.
You know what's valuable to the homeowner though is with a resin printer, you can get ABS resin and print stuff for your home. You can do a lot of different things. Like I was searching the other day, I found those little plastic drywall screws.
Yep.
So all I have to do is buy a different type of resin, pop that in the printer, and if I need 2 of them, I don't have to go to Home Depot and buy a whole friggin' box of these stupid things.
And Brett, you just got started. I will tell you, you want to get any cubic Tough Ultra and make that your main go-to resin.
Tough Ultra?
Yep. That stuff is like the best. It's amazing resin. If you print it thin, it'll flex. And if you print it thick,
that's the stuff you were showing off.
Yeah, you can run a truck over it. I had my wife's diesel to literally drive over a torso, and it didn't even bat an eye. Right?
I think that was a Greg show you were showing that off, where you were squeezing it.
Yeah,
the Paul.
I did.
Yeah, so the flexibility of the.
You had some for sale.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Andrew. My bad.
I was gonna say you had some for sale at Legions Con and the helmets for the Legions Con armory and the sheaths for the arms that were flexible. So those were cool.
Shane has been given the order. He's working all those back up for April's.
Chris,
yes,
I love you, but I got to get back. We got to.
Yeah,
I've got the main topics I haven't even gotten to yet. So we will.
Called on me.
No. I'm always happy for you to
we're at the point of the show where we need to know what Chris pledged for the RPG before we can go any further.
Yeah,
okay.
I need to know if his number of dwarfs equals my number of skeletons or not.
It's much less than you would think. I bought I got an all-in. All like whatever the all was, the whole thing. I added in a figure all in, and then my wife and I are supposed to go to wrestling tomorrow, but I think I might see if, for Valentine's Day. I think I might see if she'll just get me a second figure all in instead.
There you
go. Wrestling.
I
didn't go buck wild on the. I love the dwarf. Oh no, wait, did I add more? I think I might have added a couple more dwarfs after that.
Oops, 40.
It's a lot. There's a lot of pledges. I added a bunch. I added extra dwarfs. Extra mages, a bunch of clerics, like more clerics than anything else, because it's a new tunic torso. And now the old one was my favorite, but I didn't do a lot of the enemies. I didn't get the Warrior dude. I got one extra pallet.
But that's such a good dwarf body.
No, there's no such thing as a good dwarf. Listen, if it's not new dwarf parts, I'm not buying it.
Okay, gotcha.
You're not bamboozling me anymore.
It's
trickery.
It's a mix of new Urzok and dwarf parts.
Hey, and PSA, I'll let Greg get back on the thing, but PSA, the Urzok forearms are dwarf size. They are not normal size. They are dwarf length. If you measure them,
they're short.
With the calipers, they are short. Which
I'll be right back.
Urzok
My wife
looks like a little T-Rex.
Okay,
if you ever need to laugh, just picture T-Rex making a bed.
All right, Greg, sorry.
No worries. Okay.
No, I just wanted to make sure that Chris had his time in the spotlight. And before the show's over, Chris,
always.
I need the recipe for the official exile figure.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that in what we're going to show. I've got something very special that I worked on last night until like 2 a.m. to show Greg.
Okay, we're going to get there. Let's go through our some of our topics real quick. So,
Are you sure, Greg? No, I'm just kidding.
What did you just say?
I just busted your balls.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Bodbar Claws update. Jeremy did say, yes, we are aware. He said that the majority is all-ins that have the claw damage. Mine was minorly damaged. I had one broken claw, but I did not get an all-in, so that may not be 100% accurate. But reach out to their awesome customer service, and they will set you up. Maybe a few less Facebook posts about how this could happen to me. I can't believe it. I'm so angry. I've been a Kickstarter, supporter. Why is this happening? I never had a broken toy before. They've really gone downhill. What else? There's staction figures now. Just email. And they will set you up.
And I want to tag onto that real quick, Greg.
Go
Even
ahead,
if you don't want or need the replacement part, it's always good to let customer service know if something is wrong like that, so they can track issues. So maybe they go back to the factory and say, look, we had 78 of this, I want a refund or rerun them. Or in my job, it was, if there was quality issues, you scrapped them, you got your money back, or they replaced them.
Right.
It happens. It happens no matter what industry you're in. There's gonna be something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
Mold, you get bubbles.
But the big thing is let them know so that they can track it and they can have the data. Facebook posts don't do anything, and I know you guys aren't going to be doing this, but I was talking to Brian last night. I'm like, even if you don't want the part, give them the data so that they have that they can.
Good advice. That's good advice.
Work it up back upstream.
Yeah, that way they know. Yeah, absolutely. Like the Thrace, the bubble when the Thrace, leg or whatever. That was.
Wait, I got one on that.
Go ahead.
Thracegate. So,
Thracegate.
I don't know if it was the bubble. Let me tell you why. No one knows this. I intentionally went and broke a bunch of good Thraces that were not breaking, and bubble is still there.
It's always there. That's the way the plastic, because it's not. What happened is the knee was seized in there. Like it was like the disc got in there when it was too warm still. So it was solidified in there. And no matter what you did, it just popped.
Yeah. And she was the most produced fig. And side note, I've opened 20 plus Thraces from all over, like,
good Lord.
Like retail, buy bodies from another person used, retailer, like not from them, just like everywhere, right? Like I would at one point I was
so your sample distribution is widespread. It's not limited to one specific.
You're probably looking at on those 20 plus, you're probably looking at least 6 different sources.
Yeah.
And I've never actually had one break without me doing it on purpose. Not saying that wasn't an issue.
I broke one.
You produce
4 okay.
You can usually feel if it's not. I mean, I'll lightly bend. If there's no bend, heat that bitch up. That's all.
But it was like the disc was fused into the thigh.
For some of them, right? And when you run 10,000 of something, even at 1%, it's still going to seem like a high quantity of breakage, right? That's just the deal, right? Like when Samsung was burning people's pockets with their phone, it was a 1.7%.
I remember that.
Were exploding.
In quality and manufacturing, we look at it as Six Sigma. Your Six Sigma is 99.997% quality, parts per million. So that's good when you're building a car. If it's a hospital, one person dying.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
right?
But
when it's a toy, it's
for that family. Yeah, for that person, it sucks. But
side thing,
average.
On.
The average,
it averages out.
You should have Brett and Maynard Searing on. So Brett obviously has that background and all that, all quality control and all that stuff. Maynard did injection molding plastic for a career for like 30 years. They could really come on and just like explain a bunch of stuff to, not that it's going to stop anyone from posting that, my bear claws are. But listen, and you should tell them the bear claws are broke. I've sent them a bunch of stuff like, hey, this broke. I'm gonna fix it, but just so you know, this is could be a weak point in something, right?
And that allows them to track and decide, do we need to contact the factory?
Correct.
Do we have enough on hand? We've sent out 100 of these and we've got 12 reports already. That's a little concerning, guys. We might want to do a deeper dive on this and see what's going on. And that's what the Four Horsemen do proactively.
They address it, and so be patient.
And they'll learn from this one because the Einstemal bear's not in production yet. They'll learn and they'll say, well, maybe we need to package it XYZ differently. Or maybe it is the time of year. Or
I think it's going to be more rubbery plastic. Here's what's going to happen.
That was my thought, Chris.
They're going to change the. I know there's a word I keep saying Deuteronomy, and I know it's like
durometer.
I say
DURO meter, and that's hardness.
You say Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy. Isn't that the Bible?
You switch your Bible versions now.
You don't get to use the word Deuteronomy a lot. So if they make soft plastic, what's going to happen is, right, then it'll be, if it ships in the summer, it's going to be all like,
Warpy.
and then people are going to be like,
my claws, he's got cripples.
They're so big. Oh my God. It's a travesty. You have wronged me, sir. I would like my money back, please. Sorry, Greg. Sorry,
Wait,
Greg.
no, you forgot to rage quit the line in there somewhere.
I would never. Well, yeah. No, I don't think anyone rage quits. Everyone's hanging around.
Yeah, that's the funny part. They don't rage quit. They just keep coming back with more and more.
Yeah. Well, where's the fun in quitting when you can just be? Listen, I'm not saying don't be upset if your toy's broke. Like, obviously, internalize that. Be mad. You know, it's okay to be upset, right? I'm just saying, if they say email, there's a customer service email, you just email them.
Yeah.
Right. And that goes for a lot of the independent toy companies. I had something wrong with another company's, you know, they left like 2 figures out of my order box. Right. And I emailed them and they were like, oh, our bad. Cool. Here's your figure. And they just sent them right back out.
I got a figure from Battleverse, and he had 2 left elbows. And so I was like, okay, so email customer service, didn't post anything about it. And they were at, was it DFW or Joe Land, one of the big shows for Joe's. They were there. And it was that weekend I got my shipment. So I got it out. Okay, took a picture, sent it to customer service on either Saturday or Sunday, one of the days. And so it wasn't, you know, hey, listen, I understand. I'm not expecting an email 4 hours later.
No.
But 12 hours after I sent my email, they replied back to me and said, oh, yeah, we'll get you another one. Give us a few days. I'm like, I did not expect that. I didn't, you know, they were coming back from a big show. It's like, if you email me 2 days later, I'm fine. 3 days later, I'm fine. So they got me a week later. They got me my replacement part. Great. And, you know, same thing with 4 Horsemen. I had a broken Poxus. His little knife in the scabbard broke off. You know, I emailed, talked to Diego, said, Diego, hey, listen, I got a shipment coming. So if you guys want to throw it in my shipment, I'm cool with that. If it's another 3 or 4 weeks, I'm cool. Don't rush it out the door, waste a stamp on me. And he did. He threw it in the box, and it was great, and I appreciate it. So yeah, you guys are absolutely right with the clause, and it's, you know, I'm certainly no engineering or packaging expert. I did notice that, you know, there was space where the claws were. So don't know if anything happened. I know back in the day, someone used to tell me about like toy factories doing shipments to each other to test out drop ship stuff, you know, see how things rattled or rolled, or see if the mold, you know, the plastic thing was right. So I don't know, maybe he needs little claw protectors, right? Put the little claw protectors on. I don't know.
What was the figure that had the little almost like tubes, little rubber tubes on some of the little pointy things?
Not Up Chick, but the other guy.
Something like that on maybe on the claws.
Man, if they put the claw protectors on though, like I've had, like,
where the ladies
were packaging the staffs with a little protector. I kept breaking staffs trying to get those out. But
you got to balance it. But the good thing is this is going to mean our polar bear is going to be optimized with the learning lesson that they get from this.
For sure.
And that's
so.
I'm not sharing anything crazy, but on Friday nights, Joe Vassapolo is a regular on there, and this Friday he's like, we were just talking about that. Obviously, the bear's coming up, but he's asked everybody, is there anything else? He wants to know, because they're in production
he
now.
likes to take the voice of the customer and bring that feedback into the company, and that's what you do. That's called continuous improvement in a manufacturing environment.
Yeah.
If you notice, they ask a lot of questions of their customers. That goes for chats. That go like Joe does on chats. He's a regular, but he also wants to know. Joe never shies away from the bad. It's like if there's a complaint or anything, he addresses it. He's like, we got it, this and that. So they need to hear this kind of stuff. I'm repeating the same thing that everybody else is saying, but
I agree.
I mean, in all aspects, from the chats, they hear. They've got ears everywhere. So they're listening. You don't need to yell and scream and bitch.
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with when you get an item and you've been waiting for a long time for it and you paid a lot of money for it, when it's broken, to get upset over it. The problem is how you communicate with it. You know, if you get pissed off because the claw breaks or something like that, you have the right to. I wouldn't be happy either if I paid $120 for a bear and his claw was broken. But I'm not going to go and start posting all over the cabal or start posting all over Facebook and start trashing the company and saying, I waited all this time for all that. No, first thing I would do is contact customer service.
Right.
Then if customer service doesn't help you and doesn't do anything about it, then that's different.
Right.
Then you can complain and you could put your grievances on there and sort of like that. It's all about tact, man. That's all it is.
You're forgetting something, Omar. You're a rational adult. And we are gluttons for punishment and consistently surround ourselves with people who lack both of those qualities.
Right.
Toy drama.
Well, you know, when things like this happen, I do tend to take a break. The cabal's a great place, but it can also be very dangerous too.
Totally.
There's nothing wrong, like when Asus with the whole waste thing, and that. Thank God it became a joke eventually. But when it was the first complaint, I just
you would thought the world ending, Brendan. Jeez.
I have noticed there's a lot more negativity lately. So
it's always there. It only comes out when there's issues.
Yeah, it only comes out when waves show up. That's when it comes out, basically.
That absolutely.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I was going back and forth with one or two people about them posting about the bear. And I'm like, this happens every time there's a new wave. And a lot of it is the newer people that maybe they don't understand about how the process works or something.
Well, and they see the cabal as the official, fan group. They feel like that they can go there and treat that as their own customer service as well.
Right.
Yeah,
and it's a double-edged sword having the cabal.
All of us have had QC issues with every line.
Yeah.
And you know what? Every line, I've never had an issue with any of them replacing the part or
well, Hasbro, like I mean, come on, you're gonna get a
so
Ray
with Hasbro, I will say this. No, I've had two good experiences with Hasbro. So with Hasbro, the first one, they delivered the hiss set and everything to the wrong place, and I never got it. So I called them and I said, bro, I never got my hits equipment and everything. It was the missile launcher with the 3 figures. I never got that. Hasbro right away sent me another one, and then 2 showed up in the mail. So for me, Hasbro has done me all right. And then the second,
I'm talking about like when you have a problem with a figure and they say we'll replace it with a like figure of the same price.
Like, we don't have any more ROM. We're sending you.
Here's the Ray that's been hanging out. Here's Orlando Calrissian that's been
right. But I never had that issue either because I had an issue with one of my figures and they replaced the figure. Now, I will say if it was like Walmart or if it was like Target or something like that, that's a different story. But if I buy it straight from Hasbro Pulse or I buy it straight from, I've never had an issue with QC. But I will say that the Horsemen are probably up on the top when it comes to QC issues because I was missing the part for Velox Spear and right away they replaced it. So
it's incomparable.
Yeah,
on the level of quality.
Like
and now you got Adam, that the Reverend sitting there.
Yeah.
He's the one that took care of me with the Velox Spear. Yeah,
that's what he does now, and it helps out in other places too. But Diego's not customer service really anymore.
No, they all keep moving up.
His role is expanding. Those guys every time they get comfortable, they move them on up and pull another one in to start doing everything.
So, talking about Rising Suns, what has been our impressions so far of the wave?
I think it's an incredible wave.
What?
I
didn't hear it.
Oh,
I said meh.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Go ahead, Heinrich. Go ahead, buddy.
No, it's absolutely incredible wave. I was joking around. It's like this is, there's so many figures here that like this figure right here is the last one I opened up, not because I disliked him, but I was just kind of anxious to open up everything. Love this figure. He is like, to me, the quintessential Mythic Legions figure, but they've added on. Look, it's just something small. Love the pauldrons are, got some new stuff to me. It looks great. Got the little,
those are koi.
CJ. Yeah. So again, it's newish, it's from Koi, which was just a few months ago. So I love
it looks very more tittyish than Koi did.
Yeah, the axe looks fantastic. So the whole wave has been fantastic. Like
a lot of detail.
All the new in-scale weapons are to die for.
Yeah.
I joked around with this guy. I left on his his gear underneath, so I probably need to take that off, but I don't want to mess with that. So it was an experience, like I said, trying to get the belt and the wrap and everything. But I do love it. It looks cool. I can understand. Trevor has talked about, when he's shooting the figures, and he is, working on. Not to nitpick, but I read about this in the Cabal, so and I now agree because I have it in hand. It feels odd that the armored is and it's this part of the armor is short.
I'm working on it.
That's what Chris is saying, though. Those no evil bracers are dwarf scale.
Well, it's not even just the bracers. If you put the regular evil bracers on, it's still short. The bare arm is just longer than any other arm for them. But
so it's doubling up on the short bracer on the one side and the longer arm on the other.
I'm working on it, Heinrich. I'm working on an extension that'll be modeled out.
My man.
Metal, and then we're going to drop when we finish it, the file will be posted for free on the Cabal.
Thank you, Chris.
The hero that we need, right here.
The hero that we need, yeah. Neve might be the most perfect figure that I've held in a long time. I mean, there's been so many.
Billy agrees.
She's just beautiful. She's gorgeous, top to bottom. There's nothing that you can say about her that, I mean, she's just,
your wife
perfect.
Just poked her head in.
She's like, oops.
She thought you were talking about her. She poked her head in. Did you get an all in, Heinrich?
No, I this was one where I cherry picked. Like I decided, I wanted doubles of certain figures. And
I was just wondering if you were going to go through every figure here. If so, I was going to go pee.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I got two more. I love her cape. I love the oversized cape. I love the color of her armor.
I like that figure a lot.
Love the heads. I think that again, beautiful under. The colors are just magical together. I think this is again a phenomenal job. I know Sherry and doing the painting and CJ Jessam with the soft hands. This is she's just on fire. I've got two of her. Probably going to need a third. Oh, my wife's gone, so I'm probably going to need a third of her. So I can do all the sisters. I showed him off before. Be careful when you guys get him, when you're trying to move his legs. Do not put your hands or fingers anywhere near here. My wife was playing around with it and caught her finger there. But yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big, heavy boy. Do not put him on a top shelf when he falls off. Huh?
Did you heat yours up?
No, I didn't heat him up. I need to so that I can do all the cool poses that Nolan did on Facebook. But since he's going to be going back into his box for the move probably in a couple, I need to put him probably back in the next couple of weeks because we're trying to paint the house or paint the condo and then move. And then the last one I got, love the scale. Not in love with the body because it's the old ogre body, but I do love the head. I love the armor looks cool. Again, soft goods is fantastic. The feet are cool looking, but we definitely need the upgrade. And I know they're working on upgraded ogre body because he's going to need a stand or two, but he's very cool. He's going to need upgraded weapons. So Chris, if you're working on, ogre style,
definitely,
or maybe our friends of Borderland, because it came with the one that's the two-headed thing. And I'm like, that's so old. Like we just need something new. And I love the new weapons that we're seeing.
The feet, man, that they put on okay, those are better, but those other ogre feet, I got fatigue on those big time.
Would be a cool ogre.
Go ahead, Chris.
Would be a cool ogre weapon idea for them? Because I got to imagine making a new ogre weapon. They're like looking at it like, damn, we're gonna make this weapon, but we don't make a ton of ogres anymore, right? Finding a way to do a system where the ogre weapon gets pulled apart and can be turned into smaller weapons. So then this way you could package it with 1.0s, combine it to an ogre weapon, might be more palpable than creating a new ogre weapon that, may or may not get used once every 40 years.
Good idea, Chris.
Good idea. I do hope, as we were talking in the chat, that as they're going through deciding characters, for the next legacies, however many years out, that you're looking at Asterion and Torian, and doing them in this larger size with an updated body. Because I think those two characters are definitely great. I don't have an Asterion. I would love to have one, but I just don't want to pay the money for those guys. Torian, I think I'm up to 3 right now, and I've got the body use, so he's one of my favorite figures, and I love the color that he is. He fits in my Egyptian as well as my mythic. So, but yeah, no, I'm the whole wave was that I've got. I did not pick up the Dills, whatever his name is, and and then the Yoshini. I went back and forth on those figures, and I realized that instead of getting those figures, I wanted 2 Atlas, I wanted 2 Minishas, I did
the same thing.
So
that's what I do with all my. I cherry pick instead of the all in.
But no, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful figure. And the whole thing is fantastic. I think we're just seeing home runs after home runs here. Last year we had Necronomicus, and then we had All-Star 6, and then now Rising Suns, and Retailer Appreciation Wave, which looked fantastic. The figures that came out this recent. Hey, Brett's back.
Bill, I was just saying you have a good point.
Hey,
on that.
Bill.
The dragons here really breathed new life into the ogre scale. I totally agree.
100%.
That was
what's up, guys?
Valid point.
Hey.
Welcome, Bill.
Good morning.
And Curtis says, I don't see them taking these 2 Minotaurs from 1.0 to ogre, maybe brute. I think that would be cool.
Pulling this guy off the shelf.
I'd be fine with that too.
Make very good compliments. Now it makes me want to repaint this guy. When you start adding the head pack and everything to this.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you add a little repaint to this guy, compliment the other one, and I love him.
I love the ogres. I'm a fan of the ogres.
The only thing about this one is he never stood well, this body. I don't have any issue taking this guy and just putting him down on the table.
I'm just looking right now. I've got both my ogres on the floor. They fell overnight, and they're both kind of laying on top of each other right now.
Yeah, I haven't had an issue with
Does anyone else have impressions of Rising Suns? What are you guys' thoughts in hand so far?
It's pretty dope.
To be determined.
Mm-hmm. The Amir figure is by far my favorite one. Even more so than Scapular. But I have it displayed with the Amir has the skeleton mask, and he's holding the steel mask looking at it.
Nice.
Very, very, very reminiscent of a little bit of Shakespeare.
I like that.
I'm biased, so the wave was great.
The dwarf's pretty freaking cool too.
Second favorite wave of all time after Alithia, and that's because that's got nostalgia attached to it.
2/3 of the figures in the all-in I sold off.
Thank you.
I got the all-ins because I wanted the dwarf head.
Yeah.
No.
I had to have at least one of that exclusive dwarf head. And it was my first G-Con I was ever at. So I went with 2 all-ins and rode the wave.
I do have the dwarfs, but they're I put them back in their package, so I didn't want to go drag them out.
It's easy.
The dwarves are beautiful too. I could see people making a run on the dwarfs, especially that female dwarf. She's another figure, kind of like Neve from.
I can't wait for that. I want that figure so bad. I cannot wait for the.
Yeah, she's great, and the male dwarf. I like that he's got. He doesn't have that the armored knight looks that we've seen in the past. That he's got new looking boots, and he's got the cloth arms, and he's got that. Both of them have cool heads, alternate heads that you can put on them. I think that dwarf 2-part pack is again super huge home run. Like if you're not into dwarfs, pick that 2-pack up, and you will go. I need to get more dwarfs. I think that's.
I think the dwarf 2-pack is the best thing. It's like my favorite thing from the wave.
can find it real quick.
It's so good, and it's just like for creating new characters and popping and swapping. It's a dream.
Speaking of that, Bill,
I think that the one that surprised me the most was the Oni. What's his name again?
Yoshinari.
Yeah, Yoshinai. Yeah, Yoshinai. Like that thing is amazing.
Fun.
Like it's
He
super
looks
cool.
cool.
I know it's like
Super
kind of
fun.
it's Monkey King reuse and it's kind of old news, but like honestly, I don't mess with my Monkey Kings that much, mostly because they're a little more expensive and they are, I have like one of each, right? But like Yoshinai is a total builder figure to like mess around with and get head swaps and part swaps and stuff. It's awesome, and that color just goes with everything. So
Yeah, those dwarves are super cool. That's all right, Heinrich, that's okay, man. Okay.
Yeah, she's right here.
You didn't have to take them
Yeah.
out. Yeah, they
That
look great.
two-pack is possibly the best value.
I know. I
the
can't wait.
retailer
For
price, like the value in it, right, is just you get
What are
so
you
many
doing?
little bits and bops and
For what?
little accessories. It's just amazing value.
Oh, okay. You want to come say hi?
Just a crazy good value.
Some
it
people.
really is.
And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that because I'm biased. I'm just saying that because it's.
We got a guest.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
She's got
She's got her play today. She's gonna go play her the Annie.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Good luck.
good luck. Have a great show.
Tomorrow, tomorrow.
They don't say good luck. They say break a leg. Come on.
Break a leg.
I don't want to say that, man.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not taking liability on that. Yeah, the value in the two-pack is amazing. I was really from a parts perspective, because that's the only way I look at these figures, even the ones I love. This Patar is going to be real. His heads are going to be really fun for pulling apart. I already did one.
I
where
heard he's
took
got a
his head
1.0 head.
It is 1.0. You stick it off,
Yeah.
you can with a little bit of work, it'll go on Dubon's head. And like not a lot of Dremel work. There's like a tiny bit of work.
Yeah.
Right. So he was really my okay. I probably should get a couple more of these.
One other thing I learned that was really cool is the George Gaspar skin color is the dwarf guy's skin color. They match. He matches the
and you got the $10 bodies, which I think are still available on the website,
those.
right?
Yep.
The $10. That's how I built mine. I built my dwarf with $10 body, $10 arms.
There you go.
Hey Chris,
I like
was
the
that
arms.
was that the red 2024 armory chest there that I saw with the Dispatar shoulder?
No, that's a custom paint job. But like, so doing leather now for paint, super easy. Like you just get some speed. It's literally just paint it and then speed paint over it. Paint it brown, hit speed paint, 10 seconds. Though those armory chest torsos are nice.
They're pretty close. I was looking at it. It's not exact, but it's pretty close to that Dispatar shoulder armor.
You know what? This one is a little bit better for the red. This is also like a custom with some speed paint. It's pretty close. That figure though is just like Dispatar is going to be really fun. Like a lot of people are just going to swap on, boots and regular hands, right? Like if you don't want to keep them the scorpion look.
That's me.
Right. Like that's me too. I already did mine. Like I got a bunch of those dark elves and I was like, ooh, Manisha's cool. Like, I don't think I opened a figure and I opened it and was like, nah, I'm good. Right. Like I didn't open anything where I was like that. I saw someone do Deese's chest in leather. Like they repainted it leather, forgot who it was, or I 100% would drop their name. And I think that's going to be a really popular repaint, is doing Deese's armor leather. But I am assuming that at some point in the near future, we'll see that from them too, where Manisha and Deese come out in a nice leather look.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like, it's just the impact to the line in terms of limbs, right? Because we get new torsos all the time, but limbs are still not as, we don't update the limbs as often, right? Alithia brought the cloth arms, bringing that to the dwarfs, bringing all the new limbs in for this wave. That was a standout to me. And the other thing that was a standout, thought the variety of weapon styles was impressive, right? We had a little bit of Roman, a little bit of Norse, a little bit of fantasy with the big hammer and the, you know, the crazy axe for Atlas. We had a little bit of China influence in this wave. Like they really hit Middle Eastern Indian weapons. Like they really hit a breadth and depth of weapons that I thought was impressive for style. That's what struck me the most.
Yeah,
I agree, for sure. Any other impressions for Rising Suns that you guys wanted to share? Besides it being a rad wave?
I could tell you in 2 weeks.
There you go. A lot of people, I think, will.
Oh, I got to show this off because this is I got from Noble Bear. He was so I got a second one here. So I would like to get it painted up so he can be on my second Atlas body.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Wow,
So I got that.
Is he back to selling stuff?
Got the shield too.
Cool.
So
very cool. Okay. This might go hand in hand. Wallet fatigue. That's me crying with the empty wallet. Surrounded by amazing action figures. The tears are real. And it seems kind of like, you know, once you get on that, oops, what am I doing here? Sorry. Once you get on that train of like, you know, waves, you know, there's new pre-orders coming like every month. It seems like we have this never-ending thing of purchases, and we get the stuff, but you know, how do we deal with wallet fatigue and what's the answer? I mean, do you step off? Do you stop ordering? Do you wait for Big Bad Toy Store and do it that way? Like, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Paul, you haven't said anything in a while. I'll throw it to you, man.
You just don't buy everything if you don't want everything. That's that simple.
It's hard, man, because people, you get the you know, you're part of social media and people are posting, you got Bill's amazing reviews, and it's like, damn it, I didn't want Vernalis. And now, you know what I mean? It's like you see these amazing things and your friends are, look what I got. And you're like, oh, I wasn't planning on that, you know, and oh, I've got an extra, you know, Omar's like, I got 4. You know, you want one? And I'm like, damn it, stop, you know. What do you do?
You got to pick and choose a little bit more. Like the Faden, I had no interest in that. I'm not a Glyos guy. I don't have any Glyos, so it wasn't something that appealed to me. Those are the things you skip.
I need my wife to get 2 more jobs.
yeah, there you go. You know, I think there's a lot of things I know, like for Rising Suns, which was 2 years ago. I got a gift card from my wife and a gift card from my mother-in-law and father-in-law for Christmas that I put toward that wave. So it did help me. You know, so there are, you know, if you have that opportunity with birthdays and anniversaries and stuff, that maybe you can work with your partner and with your family to get you those gift cards. I think there's somebody in our chat group that was looking at that too. It does get to a point right now where it's pick and choose. Like I thought Dawn of Discovery, incredible wave, absolutely loved it, but I couldn't afford it. I just couldn't afford it. And so I did put in a order with Big Bad Toy Store for one of each of the 3 humans, and I will maybe down when it comes out, pick up some more when it comes out. I am doing the Kickstarter, a few more figures because I'm a little bit more attractive to what it is, but I'm not buying the game or any stuff. If I want that, I'll get that down the line. You know, I'm getting out of a few other lines in terms of I'm not buying anything new. G.I. Joe, Classified, Star Wars Black Series, Star Wars TVC. I've been on almost, you know, non-existent. I love my Star Wars figures that I have, but I don't need to, you know, keep going with it.
Right.
So, you know, it's picking and choosing where I want to go. You know, again, you mentioned Bill's reviews with the Figure Obscura. Love Figure Obscura. It's great. Love the, you know, the Zolocon stuff, you know, so I had some money set aside that I could send to Terrence to pick me up a couple of the Zolocon. So again, it's just picking and choosing what you're going to need to do. What can help you out. You know, if you're going to get a tax refund, get your tax refund in, because I got mine in a week, and that might help you out for the year, or help you out with a couple of the upcoming things. And also taking a look, Schmerber, you did this at Legions Con. You brought a whole bunch of stuff to Legions Con to sell.
Right.
I've taken
offset.
Yep. I've taken stuff too where I didn't do the Bill blind boxes. By the way, Bill, thanks for shipping mine out already. But last year I went through all my Mythic Legions that were still in box, and I sold off a bunch of stuff. I traded some stuff to a few friends, and I built up my Legions Con funds, to go to Legions Con that way.
Your Legions Con war chest.
Yes. Yes.
I think our impulse is to buy. We see these amazing things and buy, but it's okay to get rid of, like I did kind of a purge in some Mythic stuff too, like what Heinrich was saying. And it hurt me to like get rid of my extras, but I'm like, do I need all these Cavern Dwarfs? Do I need all these extra? Right. Chris, I kept a few. My favorite is a Silver Dwarf, and I wouldn't sell those, but it's okay to get rid of the stuff that you're not enjoying. Like, why keep it around? And Bill, great idea with the mystery boxes. I mean, we'll go into that. I've got a slide for you, but that was a genius idea to do that.
I was gonna say, for me last year for wallet fatigue, it made me want to go to shows more. It made me want to go to different places and meet different people and go see what this show is compared to this show. And then going there, I would find the figure that I was looking to get instead of buying it, online or on a personal level. So it made me not, it made less wallet fatigue, but also got me out of the house and go different places.
Interacting and connecting.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think too, like when we talk about conventions and a lot of people are looking to get the thing that's at the con, and it's always more expensive at the con. It's always more expensive if you're going to have someone pick you one up, if you're going to buy one on the aftermarket or whatever. Like, I generally am of the philosophy of like, I don't really necessarily need the con version when it comes to Legions, you know what I mean? Like, like there's always like another version. Like, I just don't really need that. It's like I don't need to spend the time to like try to hunt it down. I don't need to.
Depends on what the special parts are.
Yeah, sometimes there is one, but like for the most part, it's like
Dwarf.
What's that?
The Dwarf.
That Valgard was valid.
No. Well, that one too, but I was referring more to the 2-pack of Chris and George.
Oh, the dwarf
with the free dwarf inside of it.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
But like, so for example, the Grim the Executioner, right? Like, I don't need those two translucent heads.
Right.
Like,
I'm with you.
They're cool, but like, it's got two other heads with great looks. I'm not going to be buying 4 of these things. So I'm totally fine with waiting till
the red is a perfect match for Clavian.
Yeah, and that's not exclusive. That comes with it, right?
I know, that's the awesome thing.
So,
Omar, you still have that? Do you have that figure handy with the red skull and the?
Oh yeah, just give me a second. I'm gonna grab.
Okay, no problem.
I would tell people be open to a good purge.
Yes,
right? Like I'm about to purge my orcs because I'm like, we got new stuff coming. Orc body's gonna get updated. Let me get
any lady orcs. You got some lady orcs?
I do have some extra lady orcs. You looking for some like builders?
Maybe.
Okay. The other thing is, right?
I love it.
That looks rad.
I love that so much, Omar. That is so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad I had Household grabbing one of those. When you purge, like this is where people I think get messed up.
You're welcome, Chris.
When you purge, right? And I appreciate you, Brett. When you purge at purge prices. Like if you're trying to extract max value, you're just gonna be salty because we're not there anymore, folks. We're just not. We're not.
And it's gonna take forever to
right?
sell stuff, right?
I see people just try to extract max value, and I'm like, here's the thing: you have to like look at the depreciation, right? You had the thing, whether you opened it or not. That's not the buyer's problem, right? Just like when you purge. Like when I purge my stuff, I try to purge at whatever the market is if it's sealed, I'm 20% under the market at least.
Yes.
Right. 25%.
Be realistic, you know.
And then, you know, give them the discount for buying a lot of stuff. Like I got rid of my nickname for him is Anchor Baby, is Anubis, right? Because I had to buy a bunch of him to get Bistets. And I'm sitting here staring at all these Anubises, and I'm like, you know what? It sucks, but you guys got to go, and I got to put you at the got to go price. All right, Anchor Baby,
you already paid for him, you know.
I already paid for it. Like it's already, we're already, and I made, and you know,
Pain's already, you know.
But like wallet fatigue, if you're a customer, like if normal people are like, I got wallet fatigue, imagine how much a customizer has wallet fatigue, right? Like I get, you know, a lot of, I don't collect any other lines. So just before I want to preamble this, I literally dropped everything except Mythics. No Cosmic, no Joe, no nothing. Maybe once in a while, some clearance stuff for parts, right? That's the first thing I did. And then, you know, again, it's just got to be open to selling stuff and saying, hey, you know what? Or parting stuff out. If you're a customizer, Joe Suter is like my hero.
Right.
Him and Greg Norman or Garrett Norman are my freaking heroes. Because I'm like, I sell this part. What if I need it? And then I don't have access to it.
Brett.
That's all my parts, Chris.
Brett knows what I'm talking. Yeah.
Wasn't that in Raiders at the end with
that's my
the
part.
arc? Is the arc in there?
Anthony was over here not that long ago. He can.
My life, Brett. That's my unsorted crap.
You're a little bit more organized.
I mean, it's just awful, man. But you know what? It's fun, right? Like this is your fun. So sell the stuff you don't like anymore.
Reinvest that money to the next one.
Exactly.
Curtis just made me feel so good.
I just purged off my gargoyles. My gargoyles collection, I purged the whole entire thing for the purge price. I've got a tub full of Predator and Aliens. Those are going to go for 150 for the whole entire lot if I can get it.
Here's
go ahead.
I was going to say, here's what I was doing last year when I was getting rid of collections. So I was listing on eBay as auctions. So I would put up like, here's all of my Masterverse figures, right? Yep. And I would just take a picture of all of them together, take 3 more pictures of clusters of them, and then put it up on eBay at a penny and let it ride for 7 days. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like be okay with whatever I get.
Right.
And someone's probably going to get an awesome deal. And I did that for that. I did it with my G.I. Joe Classified. I did it. I did it with like all my other lines that like, you know, that I was into, that I was kind of like rabbit holing.
Yeah.
And it worked out really well in that it was like a very simple, easy, quick way to just unload a ton of figures and just get a little bit of money back.
Exactly. Facebook Marketplace. I got
That's a good idea.
Goes. Put my entire collection up on Facebook Marketplace. It was gone within a month, right? Vehicles, Kickstarter, or whatever, crowdfund, all the figures. There's people that buy toys in bulk, right? You know,
they have shops or whatever.
Yep. Hey, listen, if you're gonna put right now,
and type in all caps
during the Kickstarter, but if you're gonna purge and want to get some money back, trading off a bunch of older stuff to buy cooler $30 figures is kind of like a good trade-off. Right? Like there's probably some older stuff in your collection. Like I'm staring at, you know, a couple older, like I'm looking at Atlas V1 and I'm like, I don't need you anymore. Like you're cooked, right? I don't have that nostalgia for the older stuff, right? So it's like, all right, man, let me cook you. Let me throw a scapular in here. And then for whatever I get from you guys, I might be able to add a couple more to the Kickstarter and get these fully painted $30 cleric bodies, right?
Right.
I can do one more on what Curtis needs. He needs space more than he needs money. I need space more than I need money, but I need time more than I even need space. And that's why something like these blind boxes, it's like I can spend a weekend making them, and then like the time, like it's all uniform things, and I can sell them for the same amount. And then like there's no time going forward. It doesn't take me any time to like deal with it really. It's just like print a label and slap it on. So like finding ways to
perfect segue
to not blow a ton of time is like huge for me.
That's a great idea, Bill.
And it's good stuff, Bill. I mean, last year I was looking at all the pictures of the stuff that people got in your boxes, and I mean, amazing stuff. It might hurt you to put them in there, but it really builds excitement each year for you doing this.
You know, like like this is for people who are into like it's obviously Legions, Cosmic and Mythic, but then like other stuff is where it's like you're getting Glyos figures, or like I have some of the champion. I think like only like 2 of the champion class blockies. I have a couple Transformers in there, like stuff like that. Like if you're interested in like checking out some other things, like this is good. There's not as much swag as last year because I almost like purged all of my swag, all of my like Mezco, like Mezits, and like a ton of stuff went into it last year, and I kind of like I didn't really expect to do it again. So I don't have as much like swag stuff, but I feel like the Legions figures are better. There's an Enoch, there's a couple legendary barbarians, there's Elijah.
Wow. Okay.
There's some deluxe figures in there, like
how many boxes?
Stygar, 40.
Damn it, Brett, calm down.
There's 40 boxes. I'm gonna try to hold some back. We'll see how it is. I've actually been shipping a lot, or not shipping, but like labeling up a lot today. I'll ship them tomorrow. But I want to try to bring at least some to ChrisCon. I guess it's not the end of the world if I sell them all ahead of time, but like I would like to bring some of them to that show, the Great American Toy Show, because that's where I had it last year, and I had 25 there last year, and they sold out by lunch. And then people posted them online, and then everybody was like, "Come on, you gotta do these again. You gotta do these again." So that's why I did it like this again. But yeah, so $60.
Reach out to Bill, podcast at dorklayer.com.
Yeah, you can send me if you want to DM me I just need your email address, so I'm just doing invoices again, time saving type things here, and then that helps me auto generate a label and all that stuff. But I just need your email address, and then I can send an invoice. But
very smart.
Heinrich,
great. Yeah.
I think Heinrich did his like while we were waiting in.
Yeah, you were like the first one, dude.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love seeing all the.
I was gonna also say there's 60 because they're $50 boxes is what in my mind what they are, but I just did 60 to add the shipping in because it'll probably balance out like across, and then like they'll probably be 50 at the convention.
Nice.
So if anybody, I mean, it's a little risky to wait because if the demand gets crazy, I don't want to like deny people who want to buy them online. But I feel like 40 is enough that there'll be some left over. Like I'll
for sure
get through that.
One thing too that I've done the last maybe 4 out of 6 years. I've also done like the Great Purge, where there's a down in Virginia Beach, there's a store called Toy Meister, and it is one of the great meccas for toys. I will say that if anybody wants to go to the beach and convince your significant other or family, hey, let's go to the Virginia Beach. And you can, oh, by the way, go to a couple toys, like 3 or 4 toy stores down there. It's great. We filled up the back of my wife's car, went down. I had a lot of box stuff, and I had some older stuff. And there was only like 2 or 3 things. I said, listen, this is what I'm looking for, and they pay cash. They write me a check, and it's good. And I had some older Star Wars stuff. I had Marvel Legends. I had a lot of stuff. They have a system. They, especially anything that's still boxed, they scan it. They go through it. It took about, because I had so much, it took about an hour and a half. And then, I got a good size check, and I was happy about it. And it was kind of like one big kind of purge like that also helped. So, you're not going to get anywhere near full retail. You're not going to get that, but it's a great way to the purge. And then the second thing I did was last year we got back from Michigan from my wife's grandfather's funeral, and I had some Mythic Legions that I had meant to put up on the Cabal to sell. And I was like, okay, so I was off that Tuesday. I put them up, what Chris said, at purge prices. I put it up at 9:00 in the morning. By 11:00, I had sold 11 out of 13 figures. And then 2 days later, one of my local guys said, oh, hey, Heinrich, do you still have those 2 figures? And they were the most expensive figures that were like $60 each. And I'm like, yeah, I've got them. He's like, I'll take them. Okay. And so again, if you have the purge prices, it'll go. So there's options out there.
Sometimes it's almost too fast. where like
right,
you get messages so fast that you feel bad that the guy who got to you in 2 seconds was unable to claim it because the guy who got to you in 1 second. I want to say one more thing about the boxes. So so last year when I did the pins for Legions Con,
beautiful pin.
So this was a surprise to me. I did 2 colors. I did the green and the glow in the dark, and then I did another rerun of the regular ones, which are also gone now. They all went into these boxes. But so George, who does the pins, George Double G George, he just randomly did a run of 10 of these gold ones just to see how it is for me. So like there's like a very small amount of these in existence. So I decided to put one into the into a box and then make it a quest. So if you pull the box that has this pin, I will give you you can send me a picture of yourself with this pin, and I will send you a diorama that I've had for a long time that I ended up selling my Ninja Turtles, and so I just have this diorama that I don't use. But it's the 78 points Mirage style Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 12 scale diorama.
It's awesome, Bill.
So whoever pulls this pin gets that diorama. So it just kind of adds a little bit of like a fun chase to it.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna put in my 2 cents for this wallet fatigue thing. So for what I do is I'm really strategic when it comes to like when big events are about to happen, like Legions Con. I had a whole bunch of the test shots, and so I sold all my test shots right before Legions Con. Ended up making like $700 out of it, and I sold them at pretty much purge prices. I sold them at $100 a pop. And
that's a great price.
I'm a person that I do collect other things besides Mythics. I mean, I was collecting a lot of stuff before Mythics, and I've cut back. But I have probably 11 or 12 of those 60-gallon boxes full of figures that are still in box that I just never opened. And I'm going to do what Bill said. I'm going to put it up on eBay, and I'm just going to put it there to
blow it out.
And blow it out. That's what, put it on there and just audit, have them do the
auction.
Yeah.
Then you'll buy it.
One tip on doing that as well is to package it up and box it up and weigh it, and like before you even put the listing up, like just have it ready to ship so that like you don't have this extra task once it sells. Like it's just ready to rock and you're ready to ship that thing.
Good idea.
That's what I was doing, and it was very low, kind of low labor intensive. It was a good way to sell stuff.
That's a good idea. Be prepared. But I mean, you look at everything that's coming out now, and it's scary. I mean, somebody like me who collects, I'm huge now into Operation Monster Force. That's like the second line I collect now. And
great line.
You got the Crimson Moon coming out. And then, of course, I mean, let's talk about the Kickstarter. I mean, look how much money we already have invested in the Kickstarter. Right. And then you have the ISS. You have Ox Crew Book 2. You have Ashes of Agbendor. It's going to be boom, 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 going all the way across. So it's tough. And especially for me, who has been catching up, I never got to pre-order the Rising Suns. I never got to pre-order Ashes of Agbendor. I never got to pre-order Ox Crew Book 1 and Book 2 because I wasn't collecting Legions at the time. So I've been playing, the retail price. Now starting with Reign of the Beast, I've already all in. Those are all paid for. So it's going to be a lot easier on my wallet moving forward. But you just have to, there's a time where you just have to make a decision and be like, okay, I'm going to stop collecting this. And that's what I did. Marvel Legends and DC McFarlane, they're done. I don't collect those anymore. I dabble.
The Horsemen aren't slowing down either. They're hitting us every freaking month. With
they
something.
Are.
And it's not little things. Even when it is little things, it's still.
Even little things like the head packs, even little things like the head packs, you'll end up
$250 later.
Yeah, exactly. So, I only dabble a little bit with G.I. Joe, and then I have a couple other lines that I collect. But I mean, when I went to ZoloCon, and when I came back, I looked at all the stuff that I bought, and I was like Greg, I was a little ashamed when I looked around. How many damn toys did I buy?
I was shocked when I had it all. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm happy I brought a suitcase big enough to put everything in it, But it's a game of inches, man. You just have to be really, really careful. And I don't want to pick and choose, but it's getting to that point where there's so much stuff coming out that
you have to decide.
Yeah,
you got to decide
what
do I really want.
Yeah,
what do I really want as opposed to what I like.
Yeah,
you know,
and
there has to be.
And I have the same problem with Curtis. I have space issues, and so I am running out of space. So now I'm going to have to start picking and choosing and going, well, what can I get rid of, so I can make new space for the new stuff.
And I'm going to tell you something that, like I said, I'm kind of dealing with right now. If you ever have to move, how much time it's going to take to pack up your collection, because
I don't want to think about that.
No one wants to
just do the old supermarket sweep. Bill, you got the same idea as me. I saw you.
No, I mean I'm packing stuff up.
Screw it. That's a future me problem.
No, I've got the 27-gallon boxes from Home Depot. I'm wrapping stuff in bubble wrap, or like for the smaller, more valuable things, put them in a smaller box with bubble wrap, put them in the box, label it, put the tie on there. And, I've got about 20 some boxes in a storage room right now at my in-laws. And I've got more to go. And it's, like, I'm glad the Dragon hasn't shipped, because I don't know, he wouldn't even get out of the box right now. So, but yeah, so if you're, all I would say is, if you are planning on moving in the next year, do not throw out any of your boxes that you're getting stuff in there. Just start getting a storage box, and as you get the stuff, hey, that's great, take it out like I did, and then just be ready. Like, I didn't take out everything. I didn't take out any small pieces. I left them in there, or anything that looked fragile. I'm like, this is great. I can look at it. I can enjoy it. I can be on here with you guys today. And then see, Brett's already ready to go. He's ready to move.
You're right. Everything's binned up.
You see, and in Florida, we don't have basements.
I know.
So we don't get the opportunity to store all that stuff in there. It's either in the garage, and one of the cars needs to be parked outside, and the weather is shit out here sometimes, or you run out of room.
45 degrees,
Yeah, and I'm running.
It's so cold. The iguanas fell out of the trees again.
But the problem with Florida is, when it comes to storm season and when it comes to like the sun will kill the paint of your car.
Well, depending on how close you are to the water, you get the salt fog too, and that just destroys cars.
Well, we're not that close anymore. We used to live right by the ocean, but I mean, I have space issues now, and I don't know where I'm going to put Bayethir. My wife and I were talking about that yesterday. We're like, where's Bayethir going to go? I have no idea. I would have to take down all of my horses and all of my Dark 4 and everybody else that's on a horse and decide what I'm going to do from there.
Robo's wife had the suggestion for that. Just put Bayethir on the dining room table.
There you
That's
go.
a hell of a basement, Brendan.
That's awesome.
Ceiling.
Yeah, when you guys come over, I keep trying to show you down here. This is
I don't know. I keep hearing things about your basement.
No, that's Jesse's basement. Come on.
My bad.
You got corn boy down there?
Is that a toy banana peel? Is that a toy banana peel?
I've had corn boy in my basement for 6 months.
Let's
this
do
place is going to fit it out with all custom shelving and everything. This is all those shelves are actually from a conference room that I designed a renovation to, and they were throwing these things out. They're 1-inch thick shelves. They're massive, but they don't fit. I'm going to keep one for my Transformers Titans, but other than that, I've got no use for those shelves. It's ridiculous.
Brendan, are you going to get that Grimlock that they just? I think it just went up for pre-order, or maybe it's coming out soon. It's the movie Grimlock, Titan scale, Titan class Grimlock.
Not a huge movie fan. No, and if anything, they just came out with. If I'm going to get a movie thing, they came out last week sneakily with 2. Was it Barricade and Blackout military style vehicles?
Yeah.
Where the alt modes, I might jump into that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm mostly G1, and this is all Masterpiece behind me, and the 3 shelves below me. So that costs a lot.
Yeah.
But even with that, I pick and choose to get into this kind of stuff. Like, this is all gravy. All this to me in my life. There's a lot of real world stuff I got to pay for, and a lot of medical bills, and a lot of other stuff that this is
life.
Bonus. I can't.
Life is life, and
yeah, I can't let this control. Like, I have to have it. I can't let it consume my brain, take up space in my brain. So it sucks to let things go, but almost right now, like with Sesame's and NECA putting all this stuff out, there's so much out there. It's made it easier not to buy all this stuff. What am I gonna buy? Which one am I gonna pick?
Yeah.
It's just too much. You know what? I'll just stick with what I got. My Selector Joes, my Masterpiece, and just about as much as I can collect that I like in Mythic Legions.
And I think.
And
go ahead,
Brendan,
Jeff.
you're go ahead, Jeff, and I'll talk after that.
I just what Brendan was just saying. I was thinking I'm not so much with the independent toys, but mainstream, big company toys. I'm always doing clearance chicken. Like I'm always looking for the best deal, and I'll wait for the one that I'm looking for, and I'll keep an eye on that price dropping.
You usually don't have to wait very long, do you, these days on those masks?
Just keep an eye out at Ross or in the toy groups, and you'll find a deal.
And it's tough too, because especially if you're an impulse buyer, and I'm an impulse buyer, so I will walk into a store and I can't leave without something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I go into a Target, yourself. But like I'll go into a Target, and if most of the time, like lately, I haven't found much, but like Walmart, neither. You can never find the Walmart exclusive, so I'm not worried about that. But you'll walk into a store and you'll just be like I have a local comic book shop. There's a couple of them. One of them is called Acme Superstore, and I think Jeff knows Acme, and it's huge. I mean, it's like an incredibly huge. It's like the Disney World of toy stores. I walk in there, and every time I walk in there, I walk out with a Transformer blocky, or 3 of them, or 5 of them, or whatever. And I always walk out with a Plunderling. And I don't know why, but I just walk out with something every time I walk in there, dude. Now they don't have Mythics. They don't have, and I know they don't have Mythics. They don't have anything else that I collect except for G.I. Joe, Star Wars, the normal stuff.
Why I don't go there, right?
And a lot of the vintage. I mean, if you're looking for vintage, that's the perfect place to go. But every time I walk in there, dude, I'll spend $40-$50 and I'll have a whole handful of blockies or a Plunderling or something. And then like they give you like little free t-shirts that go with your Plunderlings, which is cool. So if anyone ever wants a Plunderling t-shirt, let me know. I'll send it to you. So, and yeah, I mean, but that's me. And so now I find myself with all this little stuff all over my desk. I have like, and then I have the Glyos too. I started to collect Glyos thanks to Bill. And so, I have those now, and I have probably about a dozen of them, but they're cool. So I need to find space for all my little stuff too, on top of all of my Mythics. Right. And I collect wrestling figures, and that's probably going to be the next sacrifice is the wrestling figures, which is tough because I've been a wrestling figure fan for 40 years.
You know what I found was a good space for that in the basement? Because originally I had a chipboard ceiling down here. This whole place is getting renovated. I was going to put a new chipboard up, but I'm looking, and that's a good spot for some acrylic shelves. So I bought some acrylic shelves the other day. It's going to be like a whole monument of 6-inch figures going all across my basement.
Ooh. I need to dig a bomb shelter under my house is what
there
I need.
You go. There you go.
Buy 2 shipping containers, bury them out in the backyard.
That's what I was thinking,
There you go.
There you go.
Money.
I was thinking.
Money. Yep. That would be the perfect man cave.
I would live there for sure. Let's do a show and tell real quick. Let's do a little lightning round of show and tell, and then we'll end it with shout outs. So I wanted to show this real quick. I picked this up from my buddy Jay. Let me see here.
There's Schmerber.
There I am. J-Lo Fidelity has a claim sale going on now. And I bought this beautiful figure from him. He dropped it off to me at ZoloCon. And
I'm
I'm
so clean,
in love with it. Like the legs, for some reason, I just stare
They're so
at.
clean.
Yeah, just gorgeous.
Pictures still don't do it justice.
No, not at all.
This
The
video
colors
doesn't
are-
Say
do
the
it.
same
You
thing.
can't.
Yeah. Seeing it in person is totally different than on screen.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So it looks like one color pretty much. There's so much layering and
Yes.
it's beautiful. It's
Yeah, because the
absolutely
legs are a different color than the rest. The arms and the legs are, or this arm over here is the same color as the legs, but that's it.
The armor is a different color than the cloth.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's just gorgeous. I love this thing. Thank you, Jay, for this. So that's something I've been obsessed with. How about you, Heinrich? What you got?
Going to show off two things and also do a shout out at the same time. Anthony Husfield had at Legion's Con last year these really cool trees, and I posted them, and he sold a whole bunch of them because people, including a bride in Michigan, Bride of Schmerber, wanted a set. So he painted up for me a Borderland Horde sword, so it could be my Sun Sword for my Thundar custom, which is going to be a work in progress with the coat from, I should say the shirt from Joseph Connors. Thank you to Terrence for picking it up for me and sending it with my Grim. I appreciate it. And second one is from the Retailer Wave. Gorgeous figure. He is Alice. He is absolutely the colors on this with the brown. This figure's incredible. Like, listen, the Ninian was okay. This is better than the Ninian. So I'm just letting people know, if you want a cool reptile guy with, I mean, he's fantastic. The cape is perfect with him. This head is just outstanding. So, you know, I love the armor on the arms, legs, and it's the same as Thraxin.
Thraxian. Yeah.
Okay, Thraxian. Yeah. So, so he's again, if you got those figures, like, I'm gonna consider getting one of those figures when it's maybe at a show. But I do love the way that this turned out. It's just like the perfect balance of colors. He's absolutely fantastic. And I bought a second one because I'm going to have I'd like to get a Sobek done for my Egyptian shelf, and I already have the parts from Planetary Dog Toys. So I'm going to talk to my good friend Mark Thomas to do a little paint job for me maybe later on this year. And but yeah, he's literally one of my favorite figures that I've gotten in the last couple months, and I highly recommend it if you just the Retailer Appreciation Wave. And there were other good figures in there. The Anubis and Basset are absolutely fantastic, and I know the other couple of the other figures that were in there that people are going nuts over. So yeah, Retailer Appreciation Wave. Go support your retailer and grab those.
Right on. Paul, how about you, buddy?
I got a few things.
Lightning round. Make it quick, buddy.
That was something I found on eBay. I haven't.
Oh, cool.
I know they've been out for a while, and they come with a mystery figure inside of them. So they do open up. There's nothing inside. But I got him off of eBay like last week. And then at the show, Zolicon, I was able to find the Snake Mountain version of that.
Oh, nice.
This way you have one of each. This way they're almost in scale with like the regular master size figures. So it's in scale with those guys, actually. So almost like a playset for those guys. And then I got this from the Kickstarter. The 9 to 5 Warriors. That came about a week ago.
I've never seen that before.
It's like the pizza. It's got the pizza wheel. The wheel doesn't move, but he's got that table that comes in all the boxes as a shield, and then this piece clips on. It's supposed to be like a frozen piece clips on the crust. They do an alternate version of him where he's translucent blue.
That's wild.
So,
I've never seen anything like that.
He's supposed to be a frozen slice of pizza. He's even got the end of his slice here.
Yeah, if you like if you grew up with Food Fighters.
Yeah, they're in the same vein as like a Food Fighter. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Picked up. I've had him for a couple weeks now, but he's just the newest version of A New Hope Darth Vader Black Series.
Oh man, I'm with you on that, dude. I will always buy Darth Vader. That's a good one.
I was at Chubsy's a couple of weeks ago and got the retailer version of Frankenstein's creature or monster. Yeah, it comes with so much good stuff. That table and all the stuff that it comes with, the jars. It's
I'm
just a
tempted.
lot of
Still
stuff.
gotta open mine.
I just like the figure. I don't really care about the extra stuff. So if anyone wants to buy my extra stuff,
There you go.
let me know. I just like the figure.
That's really it.
All right. Good stuff, Paul. Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Thank you. Brett, what do you got, my friend? Anything
I
to
got
show off?
nothing. No.
Just your amazing
Just the
room of-
bins.
Just the bins and stacks of stuff, and yeah.
All right, no problem. That's okay.
I got the same stuff as most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, since nobody else showed up, I got my first Monster Force that was
Nice. Congrats,
translation.
man.
Welcome.
Very cool. Donner Party's awesome.
I
That
pulled
was
the
my number one
rabbit
figure
doll
last
thing.
year.
I pulled the
outside of
doll
Weekends.
thing off of the bag, but other than that, I love
I
it.
need a hat for him. I gotta get a hat.
A hat too, yeah.
These guys are
Great figures.
just great figures all around. I mean, obviously, I got this one.
It's in my
But
pile.
any of
Of
these suited soldiers of fortune,
Coco.
these are so fun. Like,
Those are the fresh monkey fiction figures, right?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
they are so smooth. I mean,
I've heard good things about that box.
I mean,
Monster
Force
Force
is nice.
uses that. The Crimson Moon uses that.
yeah,
You know, the spies are using it. It's just a
there's
great,
a different feel. I mean,
right? They just feel good.
and then last thing I'll show off, keep it quick, is my buddies from Borderland Horde are now doing Glyos.
Oh,
This
sweet.
is their test prints, the resin test prints that are going to be going into production soon. This is their evil. They have a bearded miner. They have a whole set of like cards. This is real quick. So you get this thing with it. When you open up the insert, there's a whole bunch of.
Oh, I'm
cool
sorry.
artwork.
Hold on a second. Big in him. Yeah. I guess. Oh, look at that.
So that's the inside of the card. It all comes in a bag. This comes bagged up. You open it up. It's got the
Very
inside
cool.
part. They give you 2 cards too. They come with it.
More
Like
stuff
playing
for clear.
So it's like with little lures on them. So you get these that come with them.
Nice.
Sweet.
I'm always
A
down
lot
with
of
cards.
fun. They're in the process of getting the molds made. They're going to have full production going hopefully soon.
Cool.
So these little translucent guys they're so much fun. I mean, they're literally test prints. The resin's kind of worn. You can't really mess around with them too much, but they're just fun to play with. So that's it. There's other stuff, but everybody's seen the other stuff.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Omar, what you got, man?
Oh.
What you got?
So-
What you got?
I got a few things. I opened this already, but I haven't taken it out I just wanted to see what the weapon was, but I got the Brynjar Veil.
It's a
Savage
fun
Crucible.
figure.
Oh man, this figure's awesome. So I got a rare sword because when I took it out, everybody was flipping out about it and they were posing their figures with it. So it was really cool. Like there was this huge like skeleton claymore or something that if you put it under black light, it shines. So I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, and then I got another one too with another rare sword. I got pretty lucky at SoloCon. I was getting a lot of cool stuff. Retail wave. Can't say enough about the Phantom Trooper. I mean, this thing's amazing, man. So picked up a couple of these. This is just an awesome figure, and they have so many looks too. So you can make them look so many different ways, and you can customize them, pop and swap. So I had that. Grim the Executioner. Great figure. And then you can, like I did with the skull head, you can use it for Clavian, or you can use it for what I did with the armory. I picked up the female barbarian or the legendary warrior, and I put the skull pauldron on it from Scally. But I'll tell you what, this figure, man, you have to wait in line to get it, but she's worth it. She's worth every bit of it. And I was stressing out too because I didn't think I was going to get her on
You
Sunday.
were, yeah, you were.
Yeah, because I picked up Jeff's on Saturday, and I picked up my friend Josh is on Saturday, and I was like, man, if I don't get a figure, man,
People don't realize.
And I read you the riot act at dinner.
You did.
You
read me the riot act at dinner. But you know what? I mean,
had I known, I would have been like, Omar, that is your figure.
Nah, man,
it's not my figure.
No, it's all good, man. But I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Brett, I wouldn't have been in line at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And when I got there was already 15 people in front of me. So
yeah,
and then
sorry,
it lasted 12 minutes on Sunday.
Yeah. They only had
you timed it. That's right.
After I picked up after my wife and I picked up one, they only had 46 left. And there was a bunch of people in line waiting for that. I picked up the Shadow Wraith from Operation Monster Force. So really cool figure. That was the exclusive at SoloCon. And I picked up a whole bunch of other Operation Monster Force, and then I got lucky and got the Soldiers of Fortune as well.
Yeah, I got
they only have one case of each. I have him there with a silencer, and he's got the cigarette. This guy is really cool. And the Phantom. The cool thing was that they had a special where if you got the Phantom Core,
I need that guy.
Yeah, if you got the Phantom Core, you got this with it for free on Sunday.
Sweet. That's awesome.
So Operation Monster Force was doing a special where if you
didn't want to mail it back home.
Yeah, so they're like, hey man, if you get this, you can get the Phantom Core.
I wish I knew that. Damn it.
So it was a great time, man. I ended up getting like 11 or 12 Operation Monster Force. I got so many Mythic Legions. I ended up getting a whole bunch of the Revenant and the Chirel. And
the Big Bad Workshop guys sold out of everything again, just like at Legions Con. They said they should have brought more.
But they did last
a lot more.
They did last till Sunday, though. They did last till Sunday.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were gone in an hour. So, but yeah,
they underestimate the East Coast.
Yeah, they do. I told them, man, when you guys go to Legions Con this year, make sure you bring a bunch, dude, because you're gonna be out quick.
Yeah.
But they're awesome,
with
man.
all the new ones coming.
Yeah, I'm totally in the line. So
the Crimson Moon. Ooh.
Oh, that Crimson Moon.
Good stuff.
That
Bring a truck.
nice.
Do the rental truck. Do the rental truck from Wisconsin to New Jersey one way, and you know that you're not going to be bringing that truck, getting that truck back. You hop on a flight and go
brick and mortar.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing, Greg. Let me show one more thing. So they were having Valaverse was having a 1 in 100 figure exclusive, and they also had their black figure. So I had picked up their black figure, but when I grabbed the first figure, I opened it up, and there was like a bunch of people around me, but I ended up getting the glow in the dark. So this was a 1 in 100.
Cool.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
That's a cool figure too.
Yeah, it is, man. It's an amazing figure, man. It's one of my favorites.
Omar with the 4-leaf clover at ZoloCon, man. He got all the cool stuff.
Yeah, I did. It was crazy.
He really did.
Like all these dudes that I didn't even know were all giving me high fives and fist pumps when I opened that box. I was like, okay, cool, man. But yeah, SoloCon was fun, man.
It was a blast for sure.
And I brought a big old haul for Jeff. I brought a big old haul for Jeff too.
Did you?
Yeah, I hooked him up.
Just like All right, show and tell, Jeff. You're up, man.
All right. Well, first shout out to one Brian Carr. He got the Star Fox Champion of the Universe 2-pack a while back, and I got the Champion of the Universe in.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
He's a big guy.
Brian's the man.
Really happy for my cosmic character pack, character shelf. Went by Walmart a week ago, and they had some stuff on clearance, and so I got Bartman for $10.
Sweet.
Like I said, it's all about looking for that clearance price or that Best Buy. I am also Phantom Troopered out.
Sir,
you really are.
I like
you get. You got quite a few.
I get a case of 12.
There you go.
Nice. So yeah, I like the double shield, the translucent.
Cool. He talks the talk and walks the walk.
Got to keep the name going.
That's right.
So yeah, Phantom Trooper, and then I'll go through my ZoloCon pickups, even though I wasn't even there. One Terrence St. John, I did a buy from him. I got my Steel Knight.
Nice.
So he passed that on to Omar for me. Thank you, Terrence.
That's Captain Terrence to you.
Captain Terrence. Trade reps, go check him out.
He showed me his booty there.
Legendary Warrior. Thank you, Omar. Thank you for
got it, brother.
Passing this on to me. I got the Blackwatch Shadow Wraith, the exclusive Operation Monster Force. Wasn't expecting to get the black and this guy, the Lynx, the what do they call him? Brandon Vale.
Yeah.
And then my main goal was to get the Zolocon Grin because I really wanted the translucent glow in the dark heads. So
yeah, they're pretty
awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Chris, you got anything to show? I know you do.
I got stuff to show. One, this is Bill's fault, but he did that. You did the white stuff Vernalis with white on him, with the white boots and the white belt. So now because of that, I got to paint the armor with one of them.
Okay.
Maple. I got to get that Himalayan maple. Trying to work on that. It's funny. I sat here and did this while we were all having this live stream. So I was just kind of painting away. I'm like, oh, this will work.
Thanks for paying attention to the show, Chris. I appreciate it.
I'm still engaged. I know everything everybody said. Pay attention. But it keeps my hands busy. And then, Greg, you are the number one and probably maybe the only one Ragna Stormforger fan in the entire world.
Team Ragna.
So last night, I cooked this up.
Oh,
with the new helmet.
My God.
Dwarf helmet.
I'm dying over here.
Cool, man. That's awesome.
Nice. When I get a set, can I send her to you to maybe?
I'll do you better. I don't even probably 20 sets of dwarves coming. I'll paint a second helmet, and I owe you some bracers. So,
thank you. I'm.
If anyone wants the recipe for the teal is a one color paint. Like it's only one color, and it is this. It's Army Painter Azure Magic is almost a dead-on match for the original Ragna teal. Over black.
That makes me so happy. Can I see it again? That makes me so happy. No.
Oh, you want
the figure?
Yeah. She wants the figure.
I need some figure time. Thank you, man.
Makes me so happy.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I love
gorgeous.
it.
So
thank you.
This was an old custom I had done years ago, right, with a swappable chest plate, but it keeps changing heads because Anthony broke the Valkyrie head on it at Legion's Con a couple years ago. So now she's got her permanent. She can hang out with her sister. And the Stormforger sisters are complete.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
So thought that's one thing I've been obsessed with. And then hopefully I don't offend anybody, but I've been working on
offended
with the power of a little bit of AI, a little bit of my own creativity for lyrics, like a dwarf album for the Exiles that kind of tells their story.
Cool.
Total fanfic. I did try to get some people that do music involved, but no one got back to me. So they didn't want to take the money. They didn't want to take the money, so had to use the internet to help out. But that's almost done. The Stormforger sisters have a whole song.
Yes.
And so that'll be done. I think I got one more song to make, and it'll be like a 12-song album. And
like you made an album, dude. You made a whole album.
Yeah, like an album. Like
so, you wrote all the lyrics for all of
lyrics.
I was listening to one like talking about Arethyr, and I'm like, what the hell? This is rad, dude.
Getting it to pronounce Arethyr was a little rough, but you figure it out. Wrote all the lyrics, but I have to admit, like, there's an app that did the music and the singing for me, so because I can't do either one of those things. And then the last thing, I guess, is the newest. So there's a contest going on right now in the King of the Mountain group.
I've got a slide.
It's just a photo contest. All you gotta do is take your dwarf out, any dwarf. Doesn't have to be me, right? Doesn't gotta be
Pull your
this
dwarf
guy.
out. Pull out your dwarf.
Any dwarf, and take them out in the world. Go take a photo, and then use the hashtag Exiled are here to enter the contest. And the prizes, there'll be 2 of these given away.
Hold on one second.
Yep.
So that was your picture of them, and then you've got one in hand, right? Whoops, sorry.
Yep.
I keep
these
doing
are the
that.
braziers of the banished. So I try to keep everything really themey for them getting kicked out of having to leave the mountain. So it's a 3D print. There's a compartment for storage for little weapons and stuff.
Nice.
Right.
I'm
And
in
every
love.
one of them
I love that.
will come with a remote to turn on the light.
Romantic.
And
Got
the
some
light
heat.
full RGB.
Look at that, man.
Full
awesome.
color change. You can do flashing, kind of whatever you want to do with it. But I wanted to make sure before I decide how these are going to get sold and whenever that's going to happen. You guys know how I am. It could be not sold till 6 months from now.
Yes.
These things may not come out. But
or at all.
Or hey, I pre-printed like 8 of them. I'm going to be better this year about getting stuff out. But
please bring one to Legion's Con.
So I don't forget, the miniature is from Moonshine Miniatures. They offer a commercial, really inexpensive commercial license for their miniatures. It's scaled up, recut, refitted for these purposes. The light in the inside, you can get off Amazon, but it comes with the light. Like, I'm not going to do people dirty and not give them the light.
That's awesome.
But we're going to give 2 away. So I wanted the first 2 out in the world. I like to send out test stuff to people every now and again when I'm working on stuff. So instead of testing, I figure I'd give it away to a couple. The council will decide who wins the contest. You'll have them in your hand before any of them are ever sold and out in the wild, and then you can give me feedback if they suck or not.
For sure.
So, but they should be pretty cool for the dwarfs.
I did submit mine already. Just saying that, just throwing that out there.
Submitted mine too.
This is Brian Carr's
Appreciate
backyard. Thank you, Brian, for your backyard.
We got till the 15th. So if you haven't entered yet, it's free to enter. It's easy picture. Just take a picture of a dwarf outside with you, or outside in the world, and then you're good to go. So appreciate that. Thanks for letting me plug that real quick.
What's the hashtag again?
Exiles are here.
Okay.
Does it have to be an Exiles figure? It could be any dwarf.
It could be any dwarf, dwarf you want.
Okay.
Any could be whatever. Well, any Mythic Legions dwarf. We're gonna leave out.
And the
any
hashtag
Mythic
being
Legions
pulled on Facebook, Instagram.
It's on Facebook, so it's in the Kings group.
Okay.
So you got to be part of the Kings group. That's the only thing.
Yep.
It's
Gotta be
Kings
part
of
of
the
the
Mountain. If it runs well and everyone likes it, we'll see. Maybe I'll do one for the Cabal. But posts are getting bare. Like the Kickstarter's going on.
Yeah.
In stock will be April. People are angry about Bear Claw, so like stuff gets buried in the Cabal. So posting in the smaller groups is a little bit easier.
My Bear Claw.
That's it.
Do you remember the movie Natural Born Killers, where the one cop was talking on the news and he's like, and he went in and all I wanted was my Bear Claw.
It's a donut. It's like a donut.
Oh, I know what they are. It's just
Yeah.
every time I hear people crying about the Bear Claw, I think about the cop who didn't get his Bear Claw because his partner got killed.
Oh, brother. Okay, Bill, you got anything for show and tell, sir?
Just this. This is
Sweet.
the latest actual release Glyos. This is a brand new mold. It was actually
That's rad.
traditionally sculpted by Cosrobot. And this is the new Knights of the Slice Hazard. It's kind of like a hazmat kind of guy. But, this is, there were 2, the first drop was 2 colors, and this is just 2 switched together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. They glow in the dark?
I forget if yeah, I think this does glow. Hang on a second. This is the Xenoglow. Yeah, it does glow in the dark.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
So there's a lot of Xenoglow stuff out there. Like a lot of Glyos in that Xenoglow color that this goes with. But,
so we could still find those, right?
I think he's in. So
when's this
Jesse
happening, Bill? When's this happening?
Is in Japan right now, but when his store opens back, like he has his online store shut down right now. When it opens back up, I think he has more that will be available. I think.
Okay.
And Rocco's right. We do need a Dork Lair Glyos collab, man. The just you putting out all the info and all the shouting out and showing off all the cool stuff. Definitely, you're doing a great service to the Glyos community.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You said traditionally sculpted. Is there a reason behind that? Rather than digitally?
I think it's just the artist likes to work with traditional sculpture, and
sometimes I like to get a roll of film out.
Yeah, and like I think they had been working on this for like a number of years, and like it started as traditional, and they kept it going as traditional, and they finally released it. But
I just like that.
I just like the idea of it in our like
yeah
increasingly digital world, that there's still some people out there doing traditional sculpture. It just has a little bit more of an organic feel, and just you know.
Yeah, it looks very old school. That's why I like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that's what I love about Toy Pizza is their figures are Kenner style. There's more. Obviously, there's more parts. There's like some swivels here and down here and stuff, but like they just have that. They just feel like old school figures.
Yeah,
he reminds me of the old mask figure of Matt Tracker.
Right.
Yeah, if he doesn't do a Matt Tracker tribute colorway, then I don't know what he's doing. Like at some point he's gonna have to do the silver red version of this thing.
Absolutely. So I wanted to do a few shout outs real quick. Half of them are already done. I wanted to shout out Bill and his boxes. Reach out to Bill for those boxes. There are 60 shipped. He's also bringing them to ChrisCon for 50. Reach out to Bill to secure yours.
Is March 21st, which is the same weekend as MuskeCon. It's in the Boston area.
Can you put his email on the chat? The link to the chat.
Don't put my email in the chat. Just
or can
just
is there a way I can
podcast at dorklair.com.
Okay, all right, that's
podcast at dorklair.com, or just message me with your email. The main thing is I just need your email address so I can send you an invoice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I had
it right here. The other thing, one more thing about it.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So they're $50 and I'm just doing $10 shipping flat. But so they're 60 each. If you wanted more than one, like I've had a couple people ask for more than one, like one person said, can I get two? So I just did 110. Like I don't need to do $10 shipping for every box. If I can find a box that'll fit however many you want in, then I'll still do like the $10 shipping, and they're essentially 50 each plus 10 shipping. I just kept it at 60 just to make it simple.
Very cool. So hit up Bill.
And thank you.
Of course, man. Anytime, dude. And then also wanted to bring a little recognition to Ashen Oath. They are just about ready to start their. Do you have the date, Heinrich, for or does anyone?
17th.
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm super stoked. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, check out on New to Mythics Live. We did that Saturday show where we had Ryan Burke on for about an hour and a half, and that
was a blast.
It was so much fun.
Re-air that. That was a blast.
So please check that out, because I think that is something too people want to talk about, and I know he'll probably be on a few more shows coming up to when the release comes, because he's got a lot of stuff. He's been showing off weapons, so you can go follow him on Facebook at Ashen Oath.
Definitely in for it, Chad.
Yeah.
And Brian is a great dude. I agree.
Yep.
I try to surround myself with great dudes.
Great dudes, great toys, buying them.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Curtis, for that
chart.
Also, look up my friend Annie and Michelle, Nerdy Forge. They've got a sale going, I believe, but she demoed this beautiful boat. They had a live stream 2 weeks ago, and it was the work that they put into it and the detail and all that. They built these little clips that hold the shields onto the boat, and then the pieces on the front and the end are also interchangeable. So please support them. They're really making some great stuff, and I would love for them to be as successful as possible. And they're great ladies. So that is also a shout out. And then also to my buddy Chris, who just talked about his contest that he's got going on, and look forward to hearing about that album that you're working on, man. You're going to be a new sensation. Does anyone have any shout outs that you would like to throw out there before we leave?
I shout out you for being you.
Thanks, man. I love you, man. Thank you. Go ahead, Bill.
So in a couple hours, 4:00 p.m. on the, I think it's going to be on. Geez, he was talking about making a new channel, but I think for now it's probably still going to be on the usual, the Legion's
Off-world.
Quest.
Let's
on
Go
the
Off-World
Off-World
podcast.
channel. Yeah. That's at 4:00. It's going to be a live stream this time. So we'll be, forging ahead with our campaign with Joe G as the GM going.
Oh, yeah.
Going on our Legion's Quest. So check that out at 4:00 today.
Awesome. I will check that out.
Yeah, I think that's a good way for people to see how they do
Yes.
the game, and how everyone can do it online for other groups to get together, which is cool.
Yeah.
Definitely go check it
sure.
out.
And for that marathon that Curtis is throwing, I'm having a 2-hour kind of demo of the game, and it'll be me, Brett, Pat Boyle, and Curtis, and Joe G will be the game master. So it'll be kind of showing people kind of how a session would work, I guess.
What time is your slot?
I don't know for sure. Last time I checked, it was 1 to 3 p.m.
Okay.
So it could change. I could be shuffled or moved around, but I think Curtis is going to post that schedule pretty soon.
So you're going to be trial playing the game on yours.
I think it's a regular D&D game. I don't know if we'll have we won't have the regular game yet. So I guess just a regular D&D session, but I don't know what I'm doing. So it might be funny to make fun of me on the show. I'll be like, Brett, what do I do here, Brett? Yes.
If you can do this, if you can add,
how did that go? Whoa.
And if you can do that, and you can add, and you can make up and bullshit your way through stuff, you'll be doing just.
But Brett,
fine.
I thought it's more like this, more like the.
The cat.
Well, I guess if you're doing D&D Beyond, it is.
But some people will, like when we're playing using D&D Beyond on Legion's Quest, some people will sometimes roll their own dice at home.
Yeah, those are the cheaters.
Yeah, the cheaters.
Nat 20.
But I want to look into
a lot
that.
Of 20s over there.
That what was it called? Dungeons.
D&D.
Thank you.
It's the same place that we sent you the link to create your character for our little one shot.
I'm gonna look into that and build my own, and it'll be fun. I'm excited about that.
And like another thing too is if you want to just get a little, if you're more of a physical person and you want to just get a little preview of what it is and what 5e is, just find a used player's handbook, 2014 player's handbook, and just sit with that and
that's a good idea
a little bit, because you're gonna there's a lot. I mean, it's all based on that, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a lot of just
I might do
knowledge
that.
about
That's a
how
good
the
idea.
game works. It's just a nice piece to have.
Good idea, Bill. I will do that for sure. I'm excited, and more to come. I can't wait as we get closer to that time, to the Kickstarter's end, and people are going to do some more gaming, and the end of the year, hopefully when this comes, more people will be coming together and connecting, which is what I love, and playing the new Mythic Legions role-playing game. Go ahead, Omar.
I just want to give out a shout out to everyone that was at SoloCon. Your hospitality, your friendship, everything was amazing. Everyone was so nice to my wife, and she was extremely impressed with the community and with everyone that we met. So big shout out to all you guys that were there, that we met and had fun and lunch and dinner and whatever else.
It's a blast.
Big shout out to Brett for helping me get that female legendary warrior. So.
Well, we appreciated you visiting Pennsylvania. As somebody who's lived here 10 years now, I'm taking credit for the state. And, even though House Seal's only 2 miles away from it, I'm claiming it is my backyard con. So, it was a pleasure. And it's been nice to see the growth of ZoloCon over the last 4 years that I've been in this line. And I look forward to next year when maybe more people can come.
Yeah, it's a can't miss show, man. I'll be going every year now. So
And getting those lines early. That's all I
You know,
gotta say.
what we lost in atmosphere of venue, we gained in people that are able to come and experience it.
Yeah. And I don't mind waiting in lines. I mean, I was surrounded by
yeah.
great dudes. It was me, Omar, Ruth Ann, you know, Benny was
Mark,
there, Mark.
Jay.
I mean,
we were all just hanging out and just talking and bullshit.
It
I
was
mean, it was
wonderful.
great, you know?
4 hours.
Bill can
Time was
attest
like
to Shop the Curiosity. You know, show up at 5 o'clock, shoot the shit for
Hell
4
yeah.
hours.
Yep.
It's worth it. Worth it.
Mhm.
That's
think
how I
Friday's
met.
Best
I
part,
mean,
Legion's Con, those lines in the morning, like that's
It's
some of my favorite experiences at conventions.
that's how I
is
first
the
met
line.
Brett. Was just waiting in line
Yeah.
to get in. Me and Sven
Because you get
and
that
Brett and
quality
Raul.
time.
Yeah.
You're not rushed. You're not. You just got one thing on your mind: toys. And
With
it's just
friends. Yeah.
yeah.
And that's how this show came about. Was just hanging out with friends, talking.
Well, that's how I met all of these people. Because my first ZoloCon was 3 years ago. So this was my fourth one. So technically 3 years ago. But I knew nobody.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I found out about ZoloCon. I went. I stood in line. People that I stood in line with that morning are still friends to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unfortunately, we don't see each other as much as we'd like. But it's every time we see each other, it's the same in the line talking.
Yep,
So
I
I
agree.
love that part of it. I'd rather spend the 4 hours on the front end talking in line with people I know than in the back end and not get what I need.
Right. Absolutely. Anyone else? Shout outs? Anyone else want to say? Go ahead, Henry.
Quick shout out to Terrence and Gina who helped me out. Like I said, getting the Grims for myself and for my local buddy Steve. Appreciate their efforts. You know, people know them in the community. They've always been going to the shows and helping people with the con exclusives that, you know, can't get to the shows for one reason or another. I know that Dub3 was also doing that. He showed a picture of this. It looked like a wall of Crims that he had, you know, ordered for people and were packing up and shipping up. So Dub3, another hero in the Cabal, and so that there's quite a few others. So I will just say this: if you're looking, you know, if you're not able to get to shows, you're able to work with Dub, Terrence, Gina, any of these fine folks. You know, make sure when you're sending them some money, send them a little tip too, so that they can get, you know, lunch or get a drink afterwards, because they are working it and shipping it stuff back to you, and you know we appreciate it. So you know, I did that with Schmerber and John and Brian last year, and you know, just we appreciate it, you know, because again, it's your time and your effort going and standing in those lines, talking to Brett and all those guys and having a good time, but it is still an effort. So please help them out and give them a little something extra. And, you know, thank you to all those folks that, like I said, that do go help us out.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else? We're good. I appreciate you guys so much for being on. It's been a long show, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bill, for hopping on and hanging out with us. Please reach out to Bill for those amazing mystery boxes. And yeah, thanks, man. It's been an awesome show. It's good to be back. Talk to you guys soon. Nap time. Sandwich time. Fried onion time, right?
Fried onion.
You got me with that description, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I wish I could share that aroma. It's just so good, Bill. Anyhow,
thank you guys. The bear claws now.
Yeah, bear claws too. See you guys, and thank you.
Bye.